Nikolai, come here quick.
He's like, I'm sleeping.
What's going?
I'm sleeping. You recording?
We are now.
There we go.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Tornado Tag Podcast. Can you back that up just a hair? Because when Austin he's not going to be seen.
Late.
Do this.
We gave him the benefit of the doubt being home to be on the show,
Right.
and he's late.
Late.
That's what happens when we go to the wooden keg for dinner.
Oh yeah, they're slow there.
What are they doing? Making it
You
or
might
what?
have to go more towards the corner, Ben, and then his chair will slide
Yeah.
over a little bit. That should be good right there.
Do you want
Right
me
there?
to go more this like over here?
Yeah, you're good there.
Ben,
You're good.
I said
Slide
we-
those two bottles.
So we are live. Chat is going. If you have a hard time hearing anything, let us know. We have a little bit of adjustment. If you're asking, we're drinking Trogs Triple Golden Ale
La Grave.
La Grave. All right, cool. Out of the way. There we go. Oh God, man down. All right, we're gonna do a quick share here. So talk a little stuff.
Ishimori came over to New Japan, and they just pushed him right away. I was so amazed
He
at
was
that.
in some. I think I don't know if all.
He was in
Japan.
Noah.
Yeah, Noah, and wait, looks great. But the only thing is 5'1". But
Yeah.
he's a junior.
The thing
so
he was in TNA, and he was out of shape. He looked like he was
Really?
slow.
I didn't.
And
see
then he
him in TNA
debuts
at all.
in New Japan after taking like 2 months off from Impact, and he's cut and ripped. I'm like,
And he
what
was-
the hell did you just do in 2 months?
He was the new Bone Soldier. Which
Yeah.
Apparently, I haven't watched New Japan at the time when the first Bone Soldier came out, Soldier, but apparently he was terrible.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely horrible.
And now they picked a guy who can
Yeah, that
go
can
the
actually
distance.
wrestle. Yeah. So he beat Jushin Liger today at the anniversary show.
Mhm.
And I don't know who won between Jay White and Will Ospreay, because the anniversary show, the heavyweight champion always wrestles the junior heavyweight champion.
Right.
I'm assuming it's Jay White. And Roppongi 3K won the junior tag titles. They
Of
beat,
course they did.
Shingo and Bushi. I thought they would have them a little bit longer. And and Dragon Lee came out and challenged, and that will be at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I'm
So I'll see
impressed
it.
about
We're
that
going.
because they're just.
Dang.
I think with them losing all the talent they lost, they're just trying to make ends meet out of this show now. Considering I think they were expecting to have the Bucks, they were kind of expecting to have Kenny.
Kenny, I think they still get Kenny, but Jericho still wants to do a little bit.
Well, Jericho said he wants to be involved in that because it's Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I think he will.
I mean,
That's a
I'm
run.
sure you could put him with anybody.
Whoever's
And,
phone's thing, you gotta mute that.
Mine's off.
yeah, mine's on.
Oh, you know what that was? That was my iPad.
Oh, okay.
I'll have to
Not a
get
big
that.
deal. Alrighty.
Yeah, I'll have to get that.
So I just want to do a quick thing before we start and we get into everything major. So today I found some cool stuff out. I joined the ranks of Andy Header. We joined the ranks of Andy Header. So Andy's a two-time Hall of Famer, I guess we can say. Want to give a huge shout out to an Instagram account called Fearless Alexis
Oh, there you go.
11. She's a big fan of Andy and Dame, and she goes to a lot of Outbreak shows.
The local shows,
Yeah, she's really into professional wrestling. Really, really good kid. She actually made us a fan page for interviews with everyday people. So now we have an interview fan page. Andy has a fan page, and Dame has a fan page. So I'm honored to be in such great presence of two good professional wrestlers.
Right?
And she's doing an amazing job. I mean, not only did she make a fan page, but in the description is our YouTube account link.
Oh, wow.
So like when
Yeah.
you go to the fan page, she's like directing people right where to go. So she's doing a phenomenal job. If you're watching this, oh, she is watching.
Oh,
Hey. So amazing job. We hear interviews with everyday people and all the 5 shows we have.
She's like Batgirl. She's Oracle.
Yes, you are killing it. We really, really appreciate it. You're doing a good job. And you're going to make me watch my language more because now I know 11-year-olds watching.
At the rate she's going, she's gonna have more fans than our actual page.
Yeah, there is almost more fans on the fan page than our actual Instagram.
That's
I'm
something.
terrible at Instagram.
I don't mess
Yeah,
much
she
either.
is phenomenal.
It's just there for show.
Yeah, I know. I post a picture. I
like the
don't
fact-
post comments or hashtags. Or
Yeah.
anything.
I like the fact that the logo looks really cool. It just showcases everything
It's
all.
for
in one
Well,
shot.
so here's what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
So I seen it, and she I don't know where she got the logos or how she pulled them, but I seen the page. I was like, thank you so much for doing it, and I sent her all of our logos.
Okay.
So I kind of gave her some fuel. So if she's gonna use them, at least give her the actual
Yeah.
files. So she has them, and she made that collage. So amazing job, and thank you so much. Monday Night Raw. I mean, since we're doing this more actively, we could talk more about some shows and stuff. We kind of just picked and choose.
Monday Night Raw in Philly, of course, we did not attend.
It was a decent crowd. So actually, to cover a little bit,
I probably know a bunch of people. I knew there's some guys who went for tryouts. But I didn't make TV
Mr.
though.
Ping was
yeah,
on
he
in,
was there. He went one time before too.
yeah, he was in
Yeah.
was it No Way Jose's Congo Line?
Was he?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Well, Hulu Raw cut stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Good for him.
we were off for a little bit, so we're back. But the last couple Raws and SmackDowns have been very, very good.
Mhm.
They've stepped it up. They're doing some cool things. There's some good matches. Some storylines are developing. I'm still kind of upset with maybe the main story going on, because going back to what I said earlier, that it was so easy.
No,
Yeah,
say-
I got the man right now.
I got the shirt up.
I got this last night at
It's all
SmackDown.
about this right here.
It is.
Not-
It's
Are
happening.
you guys gonna
Not that
wrestle
one.
afterwards for
Yeah.
this, or
So I have just as bad probably as bad a knee as her too. So yeah,
Bad
so
knee.
they
bad.
the knee thing is frustrating me. I don't know why that was written in.
To really stack
You're
the
trying to
stack
make
against
her have
Becky.
that Stone Cold-esque push, and she's getting beat up, but she's like, "I'm still standing."
Yeah.
Like that still doesn't make you tough. You know what I mean? Like it does, but it doesn't. Like Stone Cold wouldn't have taken
Yeah.
a beating like that. Stone Cold
No,
wouldn't have tapped the night of the Royal Rumble, then win the Royal Rumble. So I'm still kind of upset that they wasted a.
Well,
I hear a drip. I think the sink is
it
dripping.
is dripping.
oh yeah, it is.
It's
Yeah,
it's so loud in my ears.
Yeah.
really. I'll
Yeah.
have to get the. Yeah, I see it. I see
So
it.
yeah, I'm gonna fix that real quick.
Okay, you get
But
it.
yeah, I was upset with that's still the way that's booked. I think it's so much easier to make that. You move Charlotte over without even question.
Where's
You-
the call I get?
You move two people over to a show that was so easy to do just because everybody wants it. It was I just think it was a waste of just
Fix the drip.
push it down as hard as you can.
I guarantee you he's watching in the living room when he heard that.
Or just have it drip directly into the sink and not into the cup.
There we go.
Ding,
My house is broke. I'm sorry, guys.
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
Woo! You know, I don't like it. It's like Becky was the Royal Rumble. She gets her title
Thanks,
shot,
Nikolai.
and they take it away, and now she got to get it again. It's like,
Yeah.
why she even with him?
Yeah, I mean, if you don't think that triple threat's happening, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Unless they swerve us. Everybody wants Kofi, so they did the Kevin Owens thing to save Kofi for Mania.
And then they made him a good guy this week, which is like,
I'm happy. I'm really happy
Yeah.
Kevin's back. I'm really excited for it. Everybody in the crowd was chanting. Well, we were chanting it mostly. When Kevin started getting jumped, we were chanting Sammy.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's still got a couple months yet.
That's
Yeah.
what me and a
Two
couple people were
shoulders.
talking.
I mean,
yeah.
one soldier because you got to get. The
He already
blood,
needed
then you're out.
one
Then you got to
collarbone.
go get the other one.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
needed one collarbone, and then one of his last matches before he went to get the collarbone surgery, he actually tore a muscle off the other collarbone.
Oh.
So to have both collarbones done at the same time is bad enough the way it is.
Well, you know what it is. It's like when you go from wrestling, just the weekends to 5 days a week. I mean,
Yeah.
it takes its toll. That's why they should cycle guys and give them a month off every now and then.
Yeah, and they have enough talent on the
Yeah,
roster so
they
they
have
can do it.
200 guys. and
Yeah,
you
I
lose
mean, that's
50
where
of them.
NXT comes in. Like, call up enough guys for house shows. Bring up like 3 guys for a house show. Say, okay, Kevin, you just wrestled 4 days this week. Take the rest of the week off. Go
Yeah,
home. Go see your kids.
That's pushing the guys too. That's why
Yeah.
they get injured all the time.
Yep, 100%. I think that's something that I think maybe once Triple H gets full control, we're going to see
Cycle
that
guys
more.
in and out. I think it will be much better once. Triple H takes over.
Definitely.
So
He's
Raw was
been-
decent. We
Yeah.
got the heel turn of Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, and her very fast, spoken promo.
Yeah. She's struggling. She's
Yeah.
struggling, but
But it wasn't that bad.
it isn't terrible. It's not terrible at all. But she is struggling with the promos. Then she beat up
Becky,
Becky.
yeah, and apparently when it went off the air, it came back and it went off, and she was still beating her up for a while, which
Oh,
that's
really?
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool to go to a live show because you get to see a lot of cool stuff. So the whole night we're like, "Where's Randy? Where's Randy? No
Yeah.
Randy, no AJ." It was really crazy. So we
Are we jumping to Tuesday now?
yeah, we're at Tuesday. We're at SmackDown. So we go to the SmackDown show.
We did attend
Um,
SmackDown Live last night.
Yeah, I don't know what started SmackDown, but there was a
The promo, right? With Daniel
The
Bryan.
Daniel Bryan
okay.
promo.
So there was a match before that. That
Heavy
was
machinery.
Heavy
and
machinery
Sanity.
yes,
and
Sanity
Sanity.
Oh,
versus
they always have that
Machinery.
dark match to warm up the
Yeah.
crowd.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Heavy Machinery controlled the crowd. Did a great job.
They're doing pretty good. for
Superstar.
themselves.
Otis Dozovich
Yeah, I like
is
him.
amazing. Like, everybody calls him a meatball, but the dude can work.
It's weird because they didn't do like anything in NXT.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Funny thing too about them is supposedly I read an article online, but it is what it is. But supposedly they stay after
Yeah,
and
that's
they
what I
come
heard.
back
They-
out and
they
help
clean up.
They help clean
Yeah.
up. They tear the ring down. They're helping stage crew
And that's cool.
and they're
dude.
getting
Yeah.
props for it.
And
Like,
they don't have to do it at all.
No.
no.
Oh yeah.
So
They could
that's-
wrestle their match. They can go back on stage. They can change and they can leave.
Yeah. Then the promo started, which is pretty cool. I wish we could have got more chance, but we were too far out.
Yeah. And when
We
you're
had
that
those
far, I can't
horrible
get 'em.
fans. If you're these fans, please stop. Don't stand on your chair.
Oh god.
If you're short and you paid for that ticket, suck it up. You
Yeah.
paid for that ticket.
Some
Don't
person
stand in
finally
your
sit
chair
there.
because then I'm decently tall, but I couldn't see anything because it's and
that
I'm
is
sorry,
crap.
your cell phone is garbage. Like you taking a photo 18 rows back with zoomed in
Yeah.
all the way
It's
of
gonna be pixelated
is no one cares to look
Yeah.
at your
It
phone.
literally looked like
Yeah.
me and you far
Look
away.
at this. That's short there. It's like no, it's okay.
Yeah,
I
no
take your
one
word
and
for it.
when you show your friends, look where I was. Yeah, guess what? I watched on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care about your terrible photo because you had to stand up and ruin everyone's experience.
And then
Yeah.
you ruined half the night for us because now
I
you
just
got.
sat. I literally sat and I watched it kind of through a Titantron
Mm.
because you can't see it because they have the circle Titantron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you could. So even if you sat and tried to look up, you only see a little bit of the.
That's the problem.
I felt bad for that group of kids in front of us. I
Yeah.
mean, they're there to have a good time and watch the show.
Kid was there.
The one kid sitting on his dad's shoulder telling him he's got to sit down, and I looked over at the lady and I'm like, he's fine, I can see.
Sometimes
Yeah,
usually
let 'em
security
go.
will walk
Yeah.
and say sit down.
But
Yeah, he was
They
a small
waited till
little
very
kid,
late.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was
And then
about
they come and yell at
9
us because
o'clock
we had
when
our
I said
phones
sit
out.
down.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Irony of that.
But they told this lady, just get down off the chair. You got to stop snapping pictures like that. She's standing up, phone up like this. Kids trying to around this lady, and this lady's probably in her 40s trying to get all these pictures. I'm like, lady, sit down,
Yeah.
please. You honestly, events like that are for kids and fans.
Yeah.
You ruin it for the kids and the fans that
Yeah.
just want to sit there and watch the
Pictures
match.
pay to sit up front.
And
Yeah,
overall,
no one cares what
Pay
you're
the $200, sit front row if that's
Yeah.
how bad you want to get your
When
pictures.
no one cares about your photos.
Yeah.
No one does. Just like when you go to a concert and you do 18,000 Snapchats at the concert. No,
I
everyone's.
hate when people used to call you and listen to this. It sounds like shit.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
I hang
skipping
up.
all your
No.
videos because it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. We sat in row U, 3 rows from the back on the floor. And I zoomed in with my phone sitting here like this. And, oh, hey, I just got a picture of Rey Mysterio throwing that crossbody at Kevin
Oh,
Owens
God.
or
Yeah.
Samoa Joe. No problem.
So that would make my only gripe was with some of the fans.
Mhm.
The other gripe, and if I come off sensitive, I'm really sorry. I know some people have maybe medical issues, and I know maybe some people have some things going on, but Jesus, God, please just put a little bit of deodorant on.
Yeah, take a shower.
Yeah.
Take
Before you go.
please, God. We like,
We moved up for 205 Live after everybody left,
That's-
after SmackDown was over.
and everyone was super chill and super
Yeah.
cool. Like you're all very nice people, but you got to have some consideration. for
There's
people.
a lot of people like
It
that.
wafted.
At
It
cons
wafted.
too. That's a big problem.
Yeah, cons.
And-
I went to a con. It was just like it smelled like an attic and armpits.
And it's laziness is what it is.
Yeah.
Well, while we're on the gripes, I know everybody pays a lot of money for these tickets and everybody comes to these shows, but please stop leaving before the show is actually over.
No, please keep doing that.
Yeah,
'Cause we'll
keep
go
doing
watch.
that.
We'll
doing
talk.
that 100%.
If you don't care for 205 Live and the cool dark match afterwards, get out.
That's the problem.
Because the cool fans are going to stay after.
Yeah.
They're going to have a blast. We're going
Yeah.
to chant some fun things, and we're going to get close to the front of the ring.
And if
205
anybody saw
Live
our
should be
accounts
before.
over the last 24 hours, you really missed out. And by the way, I found out this is not the first time that has happened with him.
What, twerking?
Yes, he has done it more than one time with Triple H and a few others.
But it was
He got Triple H to twerk.
Oh, really?
Yes, I literally Googled it and
Oh,
YouTubed it just to see, like, is it the first time? Randy Orton has twerked on more than one occasion.
Yeah. Well, there was
Yes.
that video of him at a gas station. I didn't even watch it.
Well, there was a video of him and his. Well, the reason I found it is there was a video of his wife, I guess, heard music outside, and she was coming through the garage and seen him out in the driveway dancing, and then she just videotaped it. And he started like twerking, and then he turned the corner and seen her and goes, "Oh my God, that's like he."
Give it a RKO.
Like he made the face like this is gonna haunt me,
Yeah.
and then so
And he gave you that same
Yes,
face last night.
Oh, he dropped an F-bomb then, too.
Yeah.
He literally turned and he's yelling, twerk, twerk.
and he
Made eye
right
contact.
in my eyes. He
Eye
looked-
I
contact.
pointed to Randy to him, and he's like,
And he looked and he's like,
yeah, exactly.
We're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but anyway, 205 happens. Everyone leaves. 205 Live happens. We get close, and then we're like, we're getting closer. So then we get directly.
we got to the fourth row.
Yeah, I
That's
am
awesome.
right behind Aiden English. So if you go back and watch 205 Live, I'm right behind Aiden English.
I was at the end of the show after Cedric Alexander won, and they got me with my arms up cheering.
Yeah.
So our shirts
yeah,
made
so
it on 205
Tornado
Live.
Tag Podcast made 205.
and I
um,
pointed
Tornado
Sure,
Tag
sure.
Podcast as seen on 205 Live.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, 205.
And then a local guy came out.
Yeah,
Colby
Colby Carino. Who was that
Carino.
True Wrestling last
Yeah.
time we were there?
Yep, and he took a beating, but we chanted for him. We gave him some chants.
His
we
match didn't even start. That's the worst part. I mean,
Yeah.
he jobbed out to Mike Kanellis.
they didn't
which-
even ring the bell.
Yeah.
Look at the size of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got a chant going for him, so that was cool. The guy who was sitting next to us said that you're going to WrestleMania with him because we started chanting Eddie Header.
Was he did he have black hair?
Yes, and a beard.
Tall guy.
I don't know how they couldn't tell because he was sitting down.
Yeah.
But he was kind of like he was
Frank.
He had an old English hat on, like one of those old English hats. Yeah,
Yeah,
and a beard.
little bit of a beard,
I call him the
scruffy.
Irish guy hat.
Yeah.
Irish guy hat. You
Yeah.
can say that. Yeah, yeah.
So we start chatting. He looks at us and he's like, Andy Header. And we're like, yeah, he's our buddy. He's on our podcast.
He's probably friends with my tag partner because they're all from that area.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to WrestleMania. I'm just going to Japan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we chat. So during
They're all
205.
going. They all got tickets. They're pricey.
Yes.
To get tickets together.
Yeah.
My cousin and them got a group setting. I think they got an entire row. It ran them almost $3,000.
Yeah, it was $450 a CD. So
That's over.
That can't do
And
it.
I was like, when they pitched the whole weekend to me,
and
I'm
you're
like,
outdoors.
yeah, they
No.
pitched the weekend to me, which
Well, no, the New Japan show sold out the Garden.
No, I'm saying you're outdoors for Rainier.
yeah,
Eh.
yeah, you're.
I was there the last
said
time.
no.
It was like 60 degrees. It was actually kind of nice.
You hope.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? It could snow.
Yeah.
You hope.
never know.
It could snow, and
It could rain.
last time they had a
It
tarp
could.
over the ring because it was projected for rain. But at the same time, like it's outside, it's New
Could
Jersey.
you imagine?
You
that-
know what you're
that
paying
show
for.
is long already.
Yeah,
And you're
freezing,
sitting there in
and
the
you're wet.
cold,
Yeah.
wet rain.
I'm hoping it's good weather for them because there's no roof on this.
That just sounds unappealing.
Yeah.
Sounds horrible.
In the
Yeah, my
most
friends wanted to
worst
do-
way.
Takeover Friday, the ROH New Japan show Saturday, and WrestleMania. I was like, nah, I'm just doing one.
And
Yeah.
isn't the
I've
Hall
never
of Fame
seen New
induction
Japan
ceremony
live.
on Friday now too?
I don't know. No, it's not Saturday.
They
They
moved
moved
it
that to
Saturday.
Saturday because they didn't want to take over New Japan ROH to butt heads. 'Cause
Yeah.
They figured,
I think they're trying to play nice with them just so they know.
well, one's going to take fans from the other, so why not have them on separate days? And that
Mhm.
way, because the same people are probably going to go to,
Yeah,
fair
both.
about it, at
100%.
least.
100%. Just a quick reminder, everyone. Live chat is going. So if there's anything you want us to talk about or anything you want to add to the conversation, please do so. So during 205 Live, we get an Andy Header
yeah,
chant
how
going.
about that? That'll be the first and last time my name is ever said on that show.
Yeah. Vox heard it. Vox is like, so I'm watching
Yeah,
205
Chio
Live,
heard it
and
too,
Chio
yeah.
heard it. He's like, and Andy Header chants are coming across my screen. So that shows you how loud we were and how much we got. Like, so we got there and we were already the funny crowd, right? And then everyone around us, which we normally do. So if you want to be part of something, we're starting a movement. I forgot to completely bring this up, but we obviously sell merchandise. We sell Tornado Tag podcast. Every show we do, we have a shirt for. So Tornado Tag. So you're going to see us at a lot of indie shows. You're going to see us at Outbreak, PPW. If we can make it to any other thing in the area, we're going to go to it. I'm learning new stuff every day. And even if we're not there, you can start the hashtag Tornado Tag, Tornado Crew. So that's our new thing. Hashtag Tornado Crew. You go to the show and you're part of the crew. You got to be loud. You got to be boisterous. You got to start some heckles, start some chants, and that's the only requirement to be part of the Tornado Crew.
Nothing's
And
worse
please
than a
run the
good
chant
crowd.
by us first so we can all be on the same
Yeah.
page.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
last night we had 205 and this is awesome. And then this is awesome
So we
and
started
205.
a "This is awesome" chant, and the other side of the arena started doing a 205 chant, and then we took over their 205 chant. So it was like, "This is awesome 205." So it sounded kind of cool. So then the other side was like, "Let's do what they're doing" because the crowd's behind them. So they start going, "This is awesome." I went 205, and then everyone's like, "What?" I'm like, "They didn't do it with us. We're not doing it with them."
Yeah.
But it sounded cool. It was like we made 205 like we kind of like, and that's the thing.
And then
205 doesn't get respected by the people. It doesn't get respected by the fans, but the people who were there, we were loud. We had a good time. And I guarantee those guys went in the back and they were like, at least that crowd was into it.
Yeah.
two good matches too. Like even
Oh
you
my
two.
God, yeah.
1, 2.
05.
05. Yeah, it was nothing. So every time you heard them, if they were out of the ring and it
That's
went
a good
1, 2, and you heard 05.
Who,
Like,
who did wrestle in 205? I didn't watch it.
It was
Akira
Oni Lorcan
Tozawa.
and Humberto Carrillo.
And
Oni
then-
Lorcan won by pinfall. And then it was Cedric Alexander and
Akira Tozawa.
Akira
Oh,
Tozawa.
okay.
yeah.
And Cedric Alexander won that.
The second match was
I
phenomenal.
like him though.
The second, they were both great.
Wow.
Cedric and Akira looked like they were back in the Cruiserweight Classic.
It was unbelievable.
It was definitely on par
It was
with that.
ridiculous.
It's a shame they go off that and then like nobody cares.
Another cool thing too, there was a couple production guys that were around the ring, and the production guy they were having fun as if they were fans and they were a production team. It was really cool to see. And then the 205 ended, and then we get our dark match, which no one's seen coming. I mean, we're like, are they going to do a dark
Usually
match?
they do that.
And they
when get
promoted
people to stay
two
for
other
205.
matches that it could have been before the night was over.
Yeah,
It could have been Charlotte and Asuka like it was promoted, but we didn't even get that match.
yeah. So they you know, the 205 guys are walking in the back, and as they're walking in the back, Randy's music hits. And Randy comes out, and then
Randy
AJ
didn't even do his thing on the entrance. Like, he didn't strut to the ring like he does. He actually ran out to the ring because they were short for time because some things ran long. He actually ran out to the ring and actually got in the ring pretty quick.
And you know what the funny thing is? When he was doing like his whole
the production team was doing it with him.
The funny thing is, like, he saw the crowd that whole entire time. He goes, whatever. And he just did it.
He saw
just
that like half the crowd left before his
you
match.
could tell he was like, all right, half this crowd's gone.
Yeah.
Let's have fun with it.
Right.
That's happened.
And then he was just like, you could tell he was kind of like, fucking wow. Like now now I have to go out and wrestle because and half the arena's gone. Then AJ came out and I'm like, holy crap, we're getting AJ versus Orton in a dark match.
It's a WrestleMania match.
It was a good one.
Yeah, that's a 100% a WrestleMania match. That might be a
I
WrestleMania
think it
match.
is, yeah.
And then the fun.
So then I stand up. I stand up and I say, Randy, you're gonna twerk for us. And he turns and looks at me and he just gives me this "you mother" face.
And I point to Randy, and then Tony's just like, I'm talking to you.
I'm pointing right at him. And I'm like, Randy, twerk. And then the place went nuts.
Next thing you know, we're all chanting twerk.
Yeah.
People to our right are chanting twerk.
And AJ just looks,
Styles is
they haven't even done
What are y'all guys doing? That's terrible.
So they haven't even done a move yet. They're just like, they were circling each other.
Yeah.
We started the chant and he just stopped and AJ goes, I guess you have to do it.
Oh,
So AJ backs into the
digging
corner,
it.
throws his arms up on the turnbuckle.
So Randy just stops and kind of just shakes his butt but doesn't twerk. And then they're
They
like,
circle again.
So
And
now
we're still going. Twerk, twerk. AJ backs off again. He's like, now you really have to do it.
Yeah.
Back into the corner again. And Randy's standing there and he just starts his cheeks up and down like that.
So then they're like, all right, we're going to square up. And it gets quiet again. And then I just go, your turn, AJ. And then everyone start losing it. And then your turn, AJ.
And then Randy's just like.
So then Randy's like, now
Randy backs up. That's what he did. He's like, now it's your turn.
So AJ starts twerking.
AJ literally does the one pop, and that was it.
Yeah.
And okay.
So then crowd dies down again.
They call her elbow tie
They're
up.
about to, no, they didn't even tie up
Yes,
yet.
they did. They call her elbow tie up. Next thing you know, we're all like, Mike Chioda.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so we start chanting for Mike
And they
Chioda.
stop.
They let go of the,
Stop.
they let go,
And they turn and
said,
look at him.
If we did it, you're doing it. So Mike Chioda's like, I'm not doing it, wrestle. And we would not stop.
And they stood there and they're like, you're doing it. They would not go into their match until he did it. And he goes over to turnbuckle, goes up, does
He does the Stone Cold the turnbuckle, and we're like, twerk, and he wouldn't.
He wouldn't do it. And like, I was pretty sure somebody yelled, "That's not what we wanted." But Kyoto got his moment.
Oh man, was it good?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, but
You had
anybody
the
who has it on
most fun
video,
with it,
please
though.
put that on YouTube.
There is a YouTube video that I commented on because they got it as the mic chant started.
See, that's why going to house shows is fun because it's no stress.
Yes.
Do whatever you
There's
want.
no pressure there.
Yeah.
There's
So
no tapings. There's nothing. Oh, the only thing you're gonna see
It's more
is the
free.
footage that somebody posts.
Yeah.
yes. So then they're doing their match, and as the match is going, Randy, like, all right. So I wasn't a huge Randy Orton fan.
Yeah, me either.
Right after that night, I have a new respect for Randy Orton. Like, I will buy an RKO T-shirt. I will. I'm a fan of Randy Orton now because he had fun with us.
Agree.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and even my buddy, like our buddy was there. He was when he started overrated chant,
Yeah.
and then he was like over, and we're like, come on, man. He's like, he just twerked for us, and he's like, you're right. He had a good time with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he, like, you know how he does his rope DDT.
Yeah.
He was holding AJ for the rope DDT, and he was still trying to look mean, and then start twerking his butt. So he like kept twerking as the match was going. But
In the
yeah,
lockup too, he did it too.
he had an
Lockup,
awesome RKO, like a out of nowhere RKO that
Yeah,
no one seen
springboard.
coming.
No.
It was just like a weird spot, but AJ put his foot on the rope, and then AJ went up for the phenomenal forearm, and he went up like he was going to catch him, and then AJ caught himself,
Oh.
and then hit him with the
Actually,
phenomenal
him,
forearm.
that's
Yeah.
Hit his
cool.
chest when he went on the top rope,
Yeah.
and then he did the
Wow.
phenomenal.
And you know
again.
what's they both are their contracts are up this year.
Yeah.
They both have re-signed.
Yeah.
Well, Randy Orton still.
It was a
belongs on.
great.
Randy's not going.
A
I don't
great,
think
great
I think
match.
both of them aren't going anywhere, but
No.
they can say, "Hey, I'm."
Like I said prior when we had
offer
this
from
discussion,
AEW, you know, just to get more money.
I honestly think that Vince is going to open up that big old pocketbook of
You
his,
gotta
like I've
keep
been
AJ.
saying, and he's going to
Yeah.
pull out the Lesnar style money, and
Yeah.
he's going to be like, "What's it going to take? I can write all kinds of numbers on this check."
Unless AJ just wants to go be with his buddies. You know?
Yeah.
Well, at least AJ.
But at the
But
you look at it
I
this
see
way:
staying.
AJ's worked in TNA and all around the world. He's made money doing that.
Mhm.
Now you have the top selling merchandise of anybody in WWE, which is a very high honor for most of the guys
Yeah.
there. Now you can make that style of money that you need for another maybe 2 years on a contract with Vince. making Lesnar style money. And then after that's
up,
up, then you can go, okay, AEW's here. I'm going to go have fun.
All right, so here's a quick topic, and if you guys are in the chat room, chime in with this as well. So I personally would say keep AJ out of the title picture.
Well, they
Sooner or
will,
later, he's going to come back in.
Yeah,
they will until he resigns.
Or
Yeah,
kind of like
that's for
tease him
sure.
a
I
little
would
bit.
I
at
would
least.
keep him out of the title picture for a little bit.
Tease him a little bit.
Here's the
but
only reason why.
keep him out.
Because everyone in the title picture, he has wrestled. His title run, for even now how phenomenal he is,
Yeah.
it was a very weak title run because we've seen the same couple
Jinder
matches
Mahal,
over and
AJ,
over and over.
John
I agree
Cena.
on
Um,
that. Samoa Joe.
You're bringing up the Aleister Blacks and the Ricochets and the Johnny Garganos of the world. They're the matches you want to see AJ in. Keep him out of the title run. Maybe throw a US on him.
AJ and Ricochet
They'll
would
probably
be
move him to Raw, but then once it goes
You know what I
on
mean?
Fox, it's all together.
Put
anyway.
matches with put people in the ring with AJ. So when AJ finishes his career, because AJ, when it's all said and done, like you know how people are like, I wrestled against Shawn or I got a match against Triple H. That's AJ Styles right now. AJ Styles is that next dude. You know what I mean? Like
he's been world champion everywhere.
Yes.
Except WCW, but he was only there to tell him.
So if you
He
really
was a
want
tag team champion there.
Yeah,
I
he was
mean,
tag-
better than nothing.
yeah. So I mean that
Air
is the
raid.
move
Yeah.
right there is to get him against. Because you imagine like him and Ricochet going at it.
Yeah,
him and
that'd be
Mustafa Ali.
If
in a
you would put
one-on-one.
him and Ricochet in a match right now, that would easily go down as
Yep,
a match of the year
right now.
candidate if you just let them go.
One word, ill, in a good way.
Yeah.
That'd be nuts.
Here's another thing. Speaking of the NXT call-ups, so when you look at Aleister Black on TV, he looks kind of husky, and he looks kind of big. He's a big, tall dude,
Yeah.
but you think he's a lot more to him. He's very not slim in a bad way, but he's surprisingly shredded.
He's lean.
He's very
A lot of people
lean.
look different in real life. You know,
Toned.
he's not so tall, or he's
Like his
tall.
leg,
It's
you think
weird.
his legs are bigger?
Yeah.
He was like, oh, he skipped leg day. I'm like,
Yeah.
his legs are shredded.
Hmm.
He's not as bulky as he
Yeah.
looks on TV.
I mean, of course, you got your Ricochets in there with like their 2% body fat. but
Yeah.
Aleister Black is shredded in his own right. I mean, he's lean. He's in shape. He's not one of those guys out there that are being booed for shamed like Hangman Page. Although it's a shoot.
That's just the gimmick.
Yeah, that's the shoot. But at the same time, there are wrestlers out there like Kevin Owens was getting shamed there for a little bit by Vince for being
He
overweight.
came back skinny and a full sleeve.
Which
Yeah.
I'm like, just fire them.
Yeah.
That's how I feel fire the guy.
Mhm.
But if you got to shame somebody for them being the size they are, Richard Justice, Big Dick Justice, great
Richard
worker.
Justice. Oh, I never heard that.
That's his replacement wrestler, Richard Justice, in Impact.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The dude might be 310, 320, but the dude can move in the ring. The dude can
Dusty
work.
Rhodes is a big fat
The
fuck
dude-
for his full career, and everybody
Yeah.
loves him. You know, there's
Honestly, I think some of
room
those
for
bigger
all types
guys
of
like
wrestlers.
Otis Dozovich work better because they know what they have to work with.
Vader, you know?
Yeah. They know they're bigger guys. They know they're not going to be the Shawn Michaels or the Ricochets,
Yeah.
but they know what they have. They work with what they got, and they make great work of their time.
And you can even throw in even Luke Harper into that then too for being a big, tall,
Yeah.
lanky, bigger guy and doing all those high flying moves, which
Like-
is great to see once in a while.
My
Even
favorite
Braun
was-
Strowman.
Yeah. Mike Awesome. He was like 6'5" and do springboards to the outside and everything.
Didn't he do a
Mike Awesome
shooting
was so
star?
good. No, he didn't do a shooting star.
Or a splash, big
Yeah, he
splash.
did the big splash with the awesome splash, but he would just run, springboard on the ropes with no chair, and then dive out to the outside. Like that is awesome.
Like I'm sorry,
Power
but
bombs
every
off
time
the
I hear
top.
Mike Awesome, the only thing that comes
No,
to
some
mind
of
is
these
his
guys-
matches with Tanaka.
Oh yeah, that's
That-
playing.
He must have wrestled Tanaka over 1,000 times,
so they were good.
and almost each one of those matches looked identical.
Yeah, get in there, chair.
Okay, Tanaka, you're gonna hit by this chair. You're gonna go through the table. I'm gonna splash you. You're gonna get up, get your run, and then we're gonna finish with an awesome bomb through the table again.
In the chairs
Yep.
and
Then awesome bomb through the
elbow.
table, and we'll call it a night.
But I love Mike Awesome. It's a shame he's dead. But like, in WCW, he didn't get fair shake.
Yeah. He had so much potential there
Yeah.
too.
And
I think
WWE, he was there for like a hot minute when they bought
Yeah.
WCW. And it was,
I
By
think
the way, I got a new phone today. I don't know if you guys see that. Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. It actually doesn't come out for another 4 or 5 days. I got it early. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm actually
Yeah.
I'm pulling.
did you want the phone or did you want the free earbuds?
Yeah. Oh God.
I got both.
I know.
I know, like, because I just got a new phone, and like for the 2 days I have a case, I was like, oh my God, I gotta like hold it with 2 hands. Like I'm so afraid to drop it, you know.
Yeah. I'm just pulling up. You guys keep going. I'm just pulling up the card for.
No,
Fastlane.
Tanaka or awesome,
So
great worker. But I think he burned his own bridges and ruined his own opportunities.
Well, when he
there.
went to WCW and didn't lose the title yet, but then then they kind of forgave him, but then WCW was like, well, I hope you, like Joey Styles said that ECW one I say everywhere. I hope you made your money because it sucked when you were in WCW.
Yeah, 100%.
The Fat Chick Thriller, like, oh.
I'm trying to think of anything else that kind of stood out for Raw and SmackDown for like while we were there. I mean,
Samoa Joe winning the title.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe, yes. So here's the thing:
title.
that fatal 4-way U.S. title match came out,
good.
and I was like, anyone in this ring can walk away with the title, and I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 100% cool with it, and even like on Twitter, it was big. Like the fans were behind Joe winning, and he was the heel.
Yeah,
but like Joe deserves it. That's a great title run for him. Like that's a good move.
it's kind of like a dead belt because they flip-flopping so many times. But like, hey, maybe
I can see Joe running with it though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
leave it on him.
As it was
10
going,
months.
I was like, all right, we're gonna get the R-Truth roll up. He's gonna retain.
That's what I thought.
He had
which
Rey
I'd be fine
Mysterio in the
with.
roll up again, and Ray kicked out this time.
Yeah. The only other person I would say that can that
Andrade?
I think needs a title soon is Andrade. Man, that dude is a beast. He's getting pre-show again, but it's him and Ray working again.
Well, maybe if Kofi wins
For the
about
20th
WrestleMania,
time.
Yeah.
they can push Andrade because he's a heel against
Yeah.
Kofi.
I honestly, I think the move coming into maybe this next year is not as long title runs.
Yes, I don't like that though.
No,
No, I like when you have the belt for a while.
like 3 months each guy for a year.
No,
That's too
that
much.
kind of is like really like
Like when
spreading it
Okada had
thin
the belt
and-
for what was it?
2.5
almost,
years.
Yeah, it was awesome. It's like, and then every match is like, it's this
700 was it
This match is gonna lose it?
763
Yeah,
days?
yeah.
Could you imagine retaining on a pay-per-view and then dropping it on SmackDown?
That could happen.
And you're like,
Zack Ryder.
did not
WrestleMania.
see
It does
Did-
happen.
Did
Like,
not
other-
see that. Like, I think if you keep the speculation where you like, because it's becoming that like if the pay-per-views are becoming okay, if it's not Mania, SummerSlam, they're throwaways.
I can recall 4 separate occasions there where this instance happened back in the early 2000s. They'd retain their title on the pay-per-view Sunday night,
Mick
come into
Foley.
Monday Night Raw, and you lose your
Drop
belt
it,
right
yeah.
there.
Mick Foley won the title on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, that
Samoa
back then
Joe winning the
get the
title on
ratings.
SmackDown.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of going in there like
You gotta have some title
US
wins on
the
TV,
US Championship is open challenge or this open challenge. And then like when Ziggler beat him on Raw, he beat him on Raw, didn't he? For the
Del Rio? Did he beat
No,
Del Rio for the
Ziggler
belt?
beat Rollins. Didn't he beat him on Monday Night Raw for the title?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good for the title because then
I think he won the world title on Raw too.
yeah, like that. So I'm saying like maybe not doing a year and a half. I think those they're cool, but I think if you want to shake it up and you have a big roster and you want to give guys those breaks, have them run for four months and then
I don't like when they flop it. Like how long did Truth have the US belt? A month.
Yeah.
Not that.
That was his first title
Yeah.
ever.
But
he had that. He had the
but
US
I think
title
that
before,
run
2008.
I think that run was good for him.
Yeah, it was good. I wanted it to be longer. I wanted him to go to WrestleMania.
I mean,
And then
we were
there.
talking about this before the camera went on the air. Truth is in his early 50s.
Yeah, he looks great.
Truth
He still
looks great.
wrestles.
And I honestly believe that Truth moves better in the ring
Former
than
NWA
half of the people that are on that roster right now.
Truth is good. It's just he's been a joke character for years and years.
I
so.
also kind
I
of
mean, if
feel,
you just let him go, let him do his thing. I mean, I'm all about our Truth. I loved him in Impact. I loved him in TNA. Who did he beat Jeff Jarrett for the
I think
NWA?
so, yeah.
He beat Jeff Jarrett. And now Jeff Jarrett is one of the main backstage
Producers.
Producers.
Yeah.
By the way, this is a really good beer.
You're welcome.
It's really good. Thank
What
you.
is that?
I
This
feel
one,
like
of, this
that.
one of my buddies remembered me. He brought 2 sours with him.
Sours.
What's wrong with you? I mean, we're going in the Bang and Brews a little bit right now here, but what's wrong with you?
I
Banging
just
beers,
seen
by
that
the way.
magazine there.
Oh, actually, bring that up.
Retro Lovely with Ruby Van Vanity.
So retro.
Ooh.
All right, it's a little bit of risque, but it's not a nudie
The
issue.
B-52s.
So
Yes.
I did an interview with Michael Ben and he's a really good photographer from Pottsville. He has a really cool magazine called Retro Lovely. His newest issue is right here. This is issue number 35.
Wow.
Ruby Von Vanity is on the cover. Very, very attractive girl. Has a lot of cool tattoos. Very neat magazine. So if you're interested, go check.
Pinups.
Very 50s
Bombshell.
pinup, if you will.
Yeah.
It's 50s bombshell pinup style tattooed chicks, and they're not super skinny and unrealistic.
Yeah.
They're your you know what I mean?
healthy.
Betty Page.
Might as
with
well
the
plug the ball
tattoos.
while we're at it.
Yeah, what's up?
Might as well plug the ball too while we're at it.
The ball.
Retro ball.
That sounds dirty. Yeah.
Retro Lovely Ball is coming up. Tickets, I think pre-sale tickets are done.
Correct. You have to show up at the door.
Yeah, you have to get your tickets at the door, but that's going to be at the Ramada in Pottsville. It's going to be a really good time. So go give Retro Lovely a follow.
I'm sure you'll be there. I'll probably be showing up at the door.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Showing up too.
All right.
There's two parties. There's one Friday night and Saturday night. But if you had to get the pre-show tickets to get Friday and Saturday, so we're actually going both nights. So
Is it themed like?
Heidi
like
drops out.
everybody dresses old.
She's definitely not dropping out. She's super excited. But I don't know if it's themed, but it's
puppy.
Yeah, but it's a really cool time.
Yeah,
one other thing I want to quick throw a plug out.
70s style on that too.
Yeah.
70s style.
Another plug I want to put out there is Murder Me Dude. I think that's Murder Me Dude. So it's a guy I work with, Brian, and another guy we met. He just called the man of 1,000 names. So maybe we'll just say his like fake name, but he has a different name every podcast, which is kind of funny. I listened to their first episode number 9. But they do episodes that they talk about like serial killers are famous murders. So they talk about musicians. They talk about a lot of different things. So check them out on Spotify, all major platforms. Murder Me Dude.
It's called Murder Me Dude.
They have an Instagram account. Really, really cool stuff there.
So, some of the names of these girls are.
Truth is 47. The chat said.
He?
Thank you so much.
He is, but he looks great.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal.
He is in wonderful shape.
And the whole gimmick is that he wants to wrestle like his childhood dream. John Cena.
When he was a small child.
His childhood hero.
His childhood hero.
John Cena.
Yeah, when he was a little boy, he watched John Cena.
Championship Wrestling.
And he has like 5 years on.
Yeah,
John
which
Cena.
is
awesome.
Absolutely golden. Like that's hilarious. Like I love John Cena when I was a little boy.
Yeah. So I think they're building up to a match.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Personally, well,
you had John Cena versus Goldust on SmackDown or Raw. He came out and said, "You've never wrestled. We're going to wrestle somebody I've never wrestled before." Goldust. It was a good match.
One of the things I would say about like the title run, it's just like I feel like that just varies with each different superstar because if you cut it way too short and kind of like spread it amongst everybody, it kind of feels like the titles aren't even worth anything anymore. Kind of like
that's when you flip it
now like politically correct, like everyone gets a participation trophy or whatever. But
they do, but it's got to give some exposure to some people. So that's why I say 4 or 5 months and then drop it. You know
I'd say let it.
As long as they do
depends on the run.
You win it,
like
you lose your first defense. Like,
another quick shout out in the chat. Our friends at Bad Maggie are in the chat.
F Bad Maggie.
Ooh, this guy got heat.
No, you're saying off of Margaret.
Yeah.
What's the bad name?
Drink.
Yeah, of course. This Saturday, if you're not doing anything, quick plug, head on down to Striker's Pub. The awful Margaret will be playing down there.
Oh my God, that is Saturday.
Yeah, that is Saturday.
Striker is named after a Mortal Kombat character.
Oh, come on, man. Come on.
How would we do this?
No, come on.
Hear me
we're
out.
locking our dates. No, we're locking our dates. No. I gotta keep you on the lockdown.
But I have to go because I have to give merchandise to some of the band members.
Okay.
So here's what we're gonna do.
Saturday, man?
Saturday we're gonna do an episode of Bangin' Beers.
But we're doing a gauntlet style.
Is that?
But we're doing a
lot
at night.
Oh God.
Because I work at night. I work during the day, so I can't do the episode during the day.
Why don't we just put it off? We can't Sunday.
I can't Sunday.
Shit.
Here's what.
That's why we're in the pickle.
Yeah.
You're in the chat right now. What time do you guys go on, and what time does your show start?
Shows at Strikers usually start about 9 o'clock.
Are they headlining?
9 or 10 o'clock.
Are they
do we do a super late episode of Bangin' Beers?
Late night Bangin' Beers.
After the bar
hours.
After hours Bangin'
But
Beers.
we can't like
we're all sleeping here.
Really,
if we do that, we're all sleeping
really
here.
Calm down with the drinking.
Well, you can't drink there.
Well, obviously,
one of us has to drive because we are responsible here at Bangin' Beers.
Yes, we are.
So here's what's happening. This is completely off the topic, but so here's what's going on. Saturday night, we're going to get the Tornado team, because like I said, Tornado team, Team Tornado, or how the Tornado crew.
I like Tornado team.
Tornado team.
I like
TT.
that.
We're the TT.
I'm trying to think of like a
Tornado team. Hashtag Tornado team. We're not only bringing it to the wrestling shows, we bring it to Bad Maggie shows, because not only does Bad Maggie play awesome music, but they're huge.
Cover band or they play
cover band?
They play 90s, kind of like alt 90 did, and then they play some early 2000s, like Simple Plan and stuff like that.
Simple Plan, they're fun.
That's
and
good.
They're a fun band. They're a jam band. It's
that's
fun.
What a lot of people like to hear. So
and they
jam
cover
band style. It's a good time.
And a
they
band
cover
like that
a lot of songs
more than like a random metal band.
they cover a lot of songs that no other band in the area covers.
Oh, really?
Like no one really covers Blink or Simple Plan or like some of the like.
Oh, wait, that's not them. That's
Like Good Charlotte, like they cover like our high school pop punk stuff. You know what I mean?
And he's just like
Andy's
I
a heavy metal guy.
I didn't have those days.
old man mode.
But anyway,
I like Sum 41 with the
Fat Lip.
Yeah.
But
that wasn't a Tony Hawk game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
CKY was.
Yeah,
Strolling through the park like my name is
That's
99
because you don't know us at all. We laugh at old people fall, but what would you expect with a con so small? Heavy metal and mullets. It's how we were raised. Maiden and priests were the gods that we praised.
Yeah. So why not sound a little bit more like them? Huh?
Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna go to the Bad Maggie show. It's official. It happened. And then when we come home, I don't know. We might have lost two guests.
They might play at 2 a.m.
Yeah, we might have lost two guests because we had two guests lined up. But a Cheesefoot and Cheesefoot was gonna be on the show.
Who is Cheesefoot?
Ron Smith.
No, I don't know.
Cheesefoot and then
what a name.
When I'm having a brain fart. I'm so sorry.
I got to pull my nose real quick.
Matt Sprague was going to be on the show, but we're gonna go to we have to go to the show for a little bit. So we're gonna go to the Bad Maggie show, and then we're gonna come back and do Bangin' Beers.
And you know what the sad thing is? I'm gonna be doing a Hudson Valley run on Friday night and Saturday morning. It's gonna be nuts.
You better take a nap Saturday.
Oh dear Lord, I'm just gonna be like.
Let's say if you're doing Bangin' Beers here on an after hours edition, we're sleeping here.
I'm gonna work.
Oh, I definitely.
Heidi's gone for the weekend, so the house is mine for the weekend.
Yes, Heidi will be sleeping with Nikolai this weekend.
Oh, hey now.
Nikolai's in the other room. He's in the other room. Heidi,
Nikolai, I need you.
Heidi, Nikolai are gonna go, and our buddy Kevin are gonna go to MonsterCon or Monster Mania. I'll just mispronounce it. Then Nikolai will actually come in the room. He's playing with the dog in there. Is that the peach one?
No,
the strawberry.
No, I wanted to try the peach.
Do peach.
Okay, well then
all right, we're gonna go with the peach.
We're doing a half-ass Bangin' Brews right now.
We're collabing shows already.
This is what I like about this. Like we're going off the rails at Tornado Town.
Whatever happened to Austin? Is he alive?
Yeah. If he went to the St. Clair,
keg.
They're making it. They're halfway.
He's eating at the keg. He's probably still waiting on his food.
Yeah, he might get out there at 11 p.m. They're so slow there. The food's good and the place is very nice, but the service is too slow. That's why I don't go there anymore. So that's my local review.
Austin normally calls in anyway. Let's just do this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, God. What's going on?
Hello?
Where you at?
I'm coming, dude. Keg, the service there was so...
Aha!
We literally just said that on the podcast. Like, if Austin's eating
it's always like that.
Yeah, the service... We ended up being there for an hour and 40 minutes.
Wooden keg.
Give it a sample.
That's a good plug for them on live on a podcast.
Oh, it's peach.
I'm still on my way.
Give that one a sample. Go ahead.
Who's coming with you? Are you just coming yourself?
Yeah, it's just me.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, we'll drag the show as long as we can.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I mean, we got most of the wrestling stuff. We're just drinking beers now, trying to.
He's just like, wait, what? He's like, what?
Not so much pizza.
What's that?
Pear. It tastes the pear.
Awesome. All right, we'll hold off for you.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like weird. Like
so
dry,
Austin, who has called into almost every show, is now going to actually be here live. He's home from college, so I'm excited for that.
There you go.
It mellowed out a little bit, but still okay.
Is this aged at all, or is this fresh?
Hey, whoever's in the chat, give us some topics. What do you want us to talk about?
Oh dear Lord, no, you're not going to drink all that. I know you're not going to drink all.
I'm doing it.
Is it a sour?
All right, it's a sour. It's considered a sour.
You're gonna watch Tony make funny faces because sour beers are not my favorite. Wrestling wise, give us a topic, give us a question, and we'll answer it live on the chat. But don't take forever to type it in.
It's really not that bad. That's not really.
It really mellowed out.
You want to give them an idea? Like, give us ask us what our favorite wrestlers are. Or like,
I was gonna say your favorite band wrestling move.
Band. I don't know many band moves.
I don't know either. But
why would you give that?
I don't know because
there's only a handful of moves that are really banned, and the main one is the pile driver.
And that's just in WWE.
Favorite. All right, I'll start the topic right here. Give us your favorite entrance theme music. Your top three.
I was going to do a tournament like that.
I know. So here's the thing. You need to bring those back.
Yeah, everyone likes them. It's like it's a lot of work.
So they are.
I did 3.
Can I make a suggestion now?
The request. Yeah.
Noob Shybot should have won that one.
Can you move the tournaments to our podcast page?
I could, but then we got to get all the people and have to. I'd have to share them too.
Yeah, share them on both.
We could do it live, like we do a live tournament with the bracket right behind us.
I was thinking when I was doing them, like if I had a comic book store and I did that, would get so much attention to the comic.
They're
book
so
store.
good. So Andy used to do these brackets, like Sweet 16 brackets, and he would have
Mortal Kombat.
and they were like the best Mortal Kombat characters, the best Marvel versus.
I should have won that one. I'm sorry.
Marvel versus DC characters.
It was the first one was the female heroes.
Yes.
And then it was Street Fighter versus Mortal Kombat, which is a little bit unfair when you think of it. I should maybe did put. And then it was
of course Sub-Zero ended up winning.
Superhero movies.
Yeah, superhero movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was one that a lot of people.
Some were controversial.
Yeah, some people get offended.
Speaking of which, since we all kind of have
like entrance music will be pretty good.
Since we all kind of have Saturday afternoon open, if everybody does, I think you have to work, right?
That's not a topic we can talk about. Hold on, I'm taking the mic. We're going over here. So, so what was brought up in the chat? If two guys have to poop real bad, and there's one toilet, so one guy has to sit normal with his legs open, and his other friend has to sit on his lap facing him, so both are accurately placed above the toilet. Is that gay, or are they just good friends?
It sounds like Cards Against Humanity.
Who asked that?
I don't think
that sounds like
Josh Wright did.
I don't think that's possible.
If you sit down like this, and then like
the only thing I really
guy
have to
sits
ask
down
Rudd
the
is, did you
reverse
enjoy
way,
your
it's
10
where
hours
the
of
holes
Hillary?
open?
It's happening. Go ahead, Ben.
What? So, as it's described, so regular guy sitting regular.
It's really not that bad.
Guy sitting regular, and then the other dude sitting like knees, knees to the actual tank.
You can get stuff on each other.
Well, it all all right. So, I'm thinking way too much.
Do you pee when you poop? Because I know a
lot of people do.
So you're
it's like.
Stop this. We're stopping this.
Hey,
at least make it somewhat.
Hey, Rudd, how did you enjoy your 10 hours of Hillary?
Hillary Clinton?
Yeah.
Hillary Swank?
So, fun fact, this is our 10-8 round. We went and watched the fight the other night, and
where at?
At Josh's house.
Oh, I thought mine went to a live fall.
Yeah, and halfway through, everyone got drunk and passed out. I went upstairs to go to sleep, we'll say. Wink, wink. I was not good. I stayed down the bar, and I was trying to have conversations with drunk Tanner, and he fell asleep on me mid-conversation, mid-sentence. He just passed out. And he fell asleep in this weird position with his shoulders and he looked like he was in a coffin. He looked dead.
Slap him and get out of there.
So I was like, well, what can I do to leave here? So sometimes I like to put inappropriate videos on people's TVs, like we'll save the adult variety, but I couldn't do it because there was no internet browser on the Roku. So I pulled YouTube up, and I was like, all right, what can I? So I just put 10 hours of and see what it popped up. Yeah. And there was all these really weird things, and I was just like, hit 10 hours of laughing.
There's Matt Hardy laughing. There's that.
Yeah. So I found 10 hours of Hillary Clinton laughing.
Oh boy!
And I played it, and I took the remote and hit it on Snapchat, but all I had to do was check my Snapchat to see where the hit remote was, and I hit it on top of the ceiling fan blade in the kitchen, and turned it up loud, and left. One of my best moments. So if you want to find cool stuff like that, follow me on Snapchat, Black0586.
I don't have the Snapchat.
Yeah, the Snapchat. Yeah, and I have a really cool camera now, so my Snapchat.
You sound really old when you say the Snapchat.
Speaking of Saturday's coming up, how are we going to do next Saturday?
Next Saturday?
Next Saturday is PPW. Also, it is St. Patty's weekend around our area.
PPW.
Well, St. Patrick's
I'm going clubbing that night.
17th.
Oh, PPW?
I'm going to clubbing. I'm sorry, man. I planned it out.
Brian Pillman Jr.'s there again.
I know.
Rich Swan,
Andy.
Yeah.
Chicks,
are you on the
New
show?
York City.
Oh, you're going to New York City?
Yeah.
New York City.
You're not even going to get late.
Ricky Wetzel, yeah.
You're not even going to get late. Just come watch wrestling.
I'm going.
Because the whole meet and greet thing.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
If they didn't have that, then maybe.
There's nothing peach about that.
That's all.
No,
fair.
I told you there was going to be no peach or goof.
It literally tastes like if you took Sour Patch Kids and melted them in the glass and just drank it.
Tony, I told you shouldn't have drank it. You're like, oh, I don't care. I'm going to drink it.
I'll probably be giving you some of it. But anyway, entrance. All right. Do we do entrance music or entrances?
Entrance music.
Let's do entrances.
I wasn't doing for my tournament. Was entrance music. Do whatever you want.
Oh no, let's do music. Let's do music because I could cover that a little bit better.
We'll just do our top 3.
Fair enough.
And then maybe some of these will enter in Andy's tournament one day. Sound good?
Yeah, well, I
enough.
tried to do 64, and I was like, oh man, I could probably do 128, but that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I got to cut it down. Music. So not everyone's gonna make it. You know.
All right. So in the chat, we want you to put your top 3 entrance musics. If
all
you
time,
can, all time. If you can't get in the chat, it's because you do not have a YouTube account. So you need to make a YouTube account, and then
this is not on Facebook.
This is on YouTube, and,
okay.
and then while you're there, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and then join the conversation. So Ben, I'll let you start your top 3 entrance musics that when you hear, you're ready to go.
Do you want me to hum them? Do you want me to do that challenge where I try to hum every song that the people say?
Mine are going to be pretty easy.
If I can. Go ahead.
Mine are going to be pretty easy. Stone Cold Steve Austin's theme, iconic. Glass break. Shit's going to hit the fan. Sorry, but that's just its own thing. You guys are going to hate me about this one, but Goldberg's theme music. Oh, cut it out.
Alex, it's okay. Alex is still very emotional after us plugging her.
Really?
Yeah, she's emotional.
You know what's up when Goldberg came to WWE and they slightly changed his theme?
I hate that. I'm like,
Alexis, what's your favorite theme song?
It was a slightly different theme, but it was terrible.
It was way off. When
Goldberg came to WWE and they slightly changed his music.
Oh, I hated that.
So what do you have? Goldberg, Stone Cold,
and let's see here. I like Shinsuke Nakamura's.
Okay.
The new one with the rapping? Or
the first one, the original. Honorable mention will be Bobby Roode's Glorious, because that was like my good lifting music. I deadlifted that, like, Glorious, and then like 425 pounds.
I wouldn't lie if I said I went through downtown Potts with my windows down blasting Glorious.
I would go stride. I'd go stride too.
It's
doing
very
that.
Queen-ish, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know what's funny? That was originally for who was that for?
So we got 3 right here. We got here from Dylan. Dylan from Bad Maggie writes, Val Venus, video game alone. The video game alone. Undertaker and Aleister Black. Shout out to Bad Incendiary. Honestly, live Aleister Black's music was awesome.
Yeah, that's the third time I've seen him live. And it just keeps getting better.
Like Aleister Black's music is a song that you could probably play for somebody and be like, "Yo, that's a really cool song," and like that's an entrance.
Maybe
music.
Bad Maggie should try playing that one.
It's weird because he's like all in the black metal stuff. And black metal.
Bad Maggie wants to do some wrestling music in their show or have a wrestling themed show where everyone dresses up. I told them they should definitely learn Degeneration X.
I would say Triple H's
Evolution.
Evolution
was a good song.
Good song.
I'd say the game by Triple H. They can do. That gets me going too. Like that beginning, like.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
If I could just throw one out there now that I know I roll my windows down over the summer and I did blare it a few times. It was Baron Corbin's new theme.
Oh, I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
I love the original version.
I think because I hate him, I thought everyone was there to.
I'm gonna put out there.
I mean, the music has nothing to do with the guy. I
don't like the music.
I like the original
Right to
version.
Censor came off in the chat.
Whoever put Right to Censor, I will hurt you.
That's like Scott
Josh Rudd. So I don't know if I'm the only one who did this because I was a super fan and a huge nerd, but I don't know. I had wrestling buddies, and I used to beat the shit out of my wrestling buddies in my room by myself, all alone. And I would put my little boom box, and I would buy my wrestling CDs with all the entrance music, and I'd put the entrance on. And I'd bust through my bedroom door, and I would recreate the entrance theme. And am I the only one who did that?
Nothing wrong with that.
I listened to the music, but I didn't do that. I never had actually had wrestling.
I'm the only weirdo who pretended I was in a ring.
I didn't have wrestling buddies. That's one thing I never got.
I think I had Stone Cold and Hollywood Hope. Somewhere around, I have one or two of them.
Back in the day,
I know I definitely did have one or two.
I used to put on 4 pairs of sweatpants and pretend I was Shawn Michaels, and then take off each pair of sweatpants. Yeah.
What about a little sexual chocolate?
A Billy Gunn ass man made it to the list.
Yeah?
I'm an ass man. So what would your 3 be?
Real American, Hulk Hogan.
100%.
Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, I like that one too.
And probably
I do have a good story for that.
Probably Bret Hart.
Bret Hart.
Yeah, is his music.
So we went down to NXT Bethlehem last year, and this is right when Aleister Black and Ricochet and them all first started coming on the scene. Night's over, great show, great everything there.
Take a little bit, but leave me some.
But so we pull out to the red light there.
Austin's here.
Steve Austin.
There you go.
So we pull out to the red light there. My buddy Krista was with us last night for the show. I hit the Ultimate Warrior
I
music.
really apologize for this.
I hit the Warriors music in my car. He starts shaking my headrest like a mother. Jumps out of my car. Does 2 laps around my car.
Hold your thought. We're gonna mute the mics quick.
Lady! Yeah, goddamn
hell!
Hey, what is do?
The fuck?
Here,
Come on.
finally. Yay.
All right, we're back.
Look who
I was just
finally
gonna do this
decided
all
to
the
show up.
I apologize.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy
Hey,
who
it's
always
whatever, man.
calls in. We have to move that light though.
He
looks-
looks
yeah.
glowing.
Just
Hey,
yeah, here.
It's just like while you're up on
Back
the
it up.
door of the fridge, there's another little grave in there. Kind of looks like a wine bottle. Could you grab it, please?
for us, not for you.
Yeah.
You go back a little further.
But anyways, he's shaking my headrest. He gets out of the car, does 2 laps around my car, and as the light turns green, his brother rips the door shut and he dives back in through my window and starts shaking the headrest again.
That's wild.
That's how you're supposed
That's
to drive.
wild.
It's his music is so good.
Nope.
His
It's
music
so
is
simple,
maybe
though.
better than
Nope,
the word.
nope. It looks like a wine bottle. It's on the second shelf.
Don't
Up there behind the condiments. There you go.
If that doesn't make you sprint like 300
Yeah.
feet, that nothing will.
That's it.
All right. So
That-
what's your
Jim
three?
Johnston made awesome themes for WWE.
So we're on a topic now.
All right.
I don't know how we're gonna do this. We'll put this back
Yeah,
here.
just put it right in the center. We'll center it up.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Our topic is your favorite 3. Unless do you have anything else from SmackDown
Why do
that
you
caught your
smell like
attention?
cabbage?
Yeah.
I just ate.
You ate cabbage.
He's just a
smell-
wooden keg. It's an Irish Italian. It's an Irish place.
All right,
So
fair
maybe
enough.
that's why,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like,
the place.
I thought you
the
had to
place
say
probably
something
smelled like cabbage.
cabbage.
You know when you bring that smell with you?
Yeah.
Whew. The Marty Scroll shirt.
Yes, sir. The
Marty
villain.
Scurll, the
The
villain.
villain.
But from SmackDown, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you covered.
Let's
A lot,
Pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah,
much everything
anything
that
that
we-
stood out to you.
Two bullet points.
The dark match before the show, Heavy Machinery and who do they even face?
Sanity.
Sanity. That match was awesome.
Yeah.
Said
Like-
they found them in the missing persons program. Like
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
did then.
They actually came out and I was like, "Who's this?" 'Cause it's been so long.
Who
since I
was
heard-
it? Was it Eric Young and?
No, it was Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf.
Oh, okay.
Those two
Yeah.
are so talented.
Yeah.
It's a shame they're kind of getting.
Remember the other
If
one?
anything, Killian Dane's getting the shaft on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
I
was,
feel that.
there was another one, and they got rid of him. He was a big tall dude. I
He,
forget-
the guy who looked
Sawyer
like
Fulton.
the guy who
Sawyer
looked like Kyle,
Fulton.
Yep.
the guy who looked like Kyle Payne.
yeah, where did he go?
I don't know.
he was released.
Yeah, but
Future endeavor.
I never heard.
He got
wasn't
hurt,
that good.
and within a few weeks, he was released.
He could
he
put
was a
something
big
in.
dude.
I just
Um,
remember their War Games match where like they all looked like stars. Every member of Sanity looked like stars.
Yeah, and they're just like, we're gonna bring him up. And
Yeah. We're on we're top 3 entrance musics
All time.
all time that gets you fired up, ready to rock. You can run through a wall when you hear it.
I mean, Slow Chemical, Kane's.
Kane.
Is like mid 2000s.
Oh, I like that
the
one.
lyrics.
I actually
Yeah.
liked it with
When he first
lyrics.
lost the match,
Yes.
or no, he got the new wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it was just the pants.
Right.
At that point. Yeah. Yep. Oh, man. Rob Van Dam's. When you hear that first, yeah, that was.
I liked him coming out the Pantera, but obviously I understood why he couldn't
Yeah.
come out that on Raw.
And oh my god, one of Von Erich's, Kerry Von Erich, came out to Tom Sawyer.
Hey,
Yes, it was very brief, and the only reason I know that is because of my dad. But Kerry Von Erich came out to Tom Sawyer, so that's an underrated one.
Your dad had a good time last night.
He had such a good time.
Did you hear him yelling? Fuck!
I watched back 205 live, and you can hear it.
5 like 10.
No, like
King Kong
yes,
Bundy.
like King Kong Bundy's 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Rest in peace, King Kong Bundy.
the fact that
Yeah,
he was
he
able to
got
like
it.
spot me out in the crowd and was able to yell "What's up" from down there, that we just kind of took over towards the end of that show.
We did. We totally took over. The crowd started dying out, and we took over.
Twerk.
So the biggest thing that we're doing now is we're doing a hashtag. It changed twice now, but it's hashtag Tornado Team. Our
Okay.
Team Tornado. How we
No,
doing? it?
Tornado Team.
Tornado team. It's
Like
final.
you back and forth until you
Tornado Team. Hashtag
Tornado
Tornado.
Team. Got it.
So
Tornado Force is
you
the 90s.
wear your shirt,
Okay.
you take over the crowd, and you get people with you, and you take over in your hashtag Tornado Team.
Gotta
and
get that
that-
on the Instagram.
And that's
I'm
what-
guessing you're not coming home next weekend for PPW.
Probably not.
yeah. So you have to hold
Yeah,
it down
it's
first when you go to shows in Philly.
Okay.
You got to wear your Tornado tag shirt.
That's
you
fair.
gotta go out and think, this is what we do. We have a podcast. We're crazy wrestling.
We have
fans.
standards for being in a crowd.
Yeah,
Is there anything
Heckle like
the
hell.
last weekend of
Yeah.
March?
we'll have to look.
Because that's when I'll be home next.
Last
That's
week,
our spring break.
Is that the 30th?
Well, I'm on spring break now, but yeah, the 30th, because that's when
I thought you get like 2-3 weeks for spring.
when's the next
Just one.
outbreak?
That's April 20.
April 20th,
Yeah.
Okay.
420.
Because that
The
weekend
30th of March, I have a true show in Berwick. I don't
Okay.
know I don't know my match yet. It's
Okay.
We'll
We'll do that
And
one.
that's-
we'll go to
that's,
Berwick.
All right, cool.
Deppen versus Trajan for
You
the
said
title.
Deppen?
Yeah, Tony Deppen versus.
Oh well, that's even better.
Versus
I haven't seen
Trajan
Deppen
for the
live yet.
title.
What did everybody think of his no ring match?
I didn't see it.
I didn't
From
see
what
it.
I
was
seen,
kinda like a
it's
street
just-
fight, wasn't
It was
it?
a street fight.
Yeah, but it was a no ring match.
Yeah.
No ring at all.
He
Was that bar wrestling?
he took a
It was
front
out in
flip.
LA.
He took a front flip into a door, and his head hit off solid concrete.
Yeah.
It looked like it hurt.
Was it like the Shane spot?
I don't think.
No,
I-
no.
I-
Like
angle.
he got like a hip toss or a back body drop through a door, and he just hit the wall and down on his head.
We know you will be at the next outbreak. You should try to come to the next PPW show. They're a good time, but
Who was that?
Alexis. But there will be a surprise for you, Alexis, at the next outbreak show.
Oh yeah, man. I don't think she was ever at one.
Yeah,
I don't know, maybe. I
I
don't
don't-
think so.
PPW's in Hazelton.
She was at Outbreak. She was at the last
They
show.
have one every month. So that's why I tell people if you
Yeah.
miss one, no big deal. Just come to
Yeah.
the next one.
What are your top three?
Honestly, right now, like I said, one of my
Feel all fine.
like
Whatever you
ongoing
want.
favorites right now is the new Baron Corbin theme. I do like that. I think it's a good jam to just turn up.
Both of his were good.
Yeah.
His
So is this a real profile, Facebook profile? You think?
Not
Oh,
today, ISIS.
100%.
Not today.
100%.
Not today, ISIS.
All right, so here's what we do. All right, so I'll put it out there. It's not nudity, but this is what just try to add me on Facebook.
I'm
Right?
trying to think. I don't like his theme so much. I can't even.
Let's take a look.
All right, so we have two mutual friends.
And they are.
So that means two you creeps added this
Some
account
thirsty
who
guy.
clearly has porn on it.
It's their first thing. Like, click here to see
Who's
me
the two
squirt and
names?
stuff like that.
Now they could just follow you,
No,
but
no,
you
no.
don't unfollow.
I'm sorry.
You
It
can-
says 2 minutes ago.
Frankie Klein.
Yeah, I don't know why Frankie's calling me. Go ahead, you guys talk.
Frankie Klein.
I'm in the middle of a show.
That's a good wrestling name, Frankie Klein.
Yeah.
Frankie.
But,
I'm in the middle of a show.
Or even like Franklin.
Frankie-
Klein.
yeah.
Yeah, we're like live right
Frankie
now.
Frankie Fine
Even
Klein.
Yeah.
last night,
Very
St. Alice
mighty
was live.
fine
Hold on a
Frankie
second.
Klein.
We'll give him the shot. What's up?
So here's my question to you.
All right.
I need a favor, and this is gonna be good.
Just
So-
remember,
You're
we're live,
live
on
on
YouTube.
YouTube right now. So just
Okay, that's fine.
all right.
Okay, so Allison's son is gonna be 21 on Friday,
Okay.
12 o'clock. Is there any way that you can come to DLP and not have it live, but make sure that he thinks it's live, right? And interview this idiot, right? Because he's gonna be 21, so he's gonna be drunk. So do you think that's possible at any?
We could do you one better. We could do you one better. If everyone if so we're gonna go to the Bad Maggie show on Saturday. We could do it then.
It's out at Strikers.
But he's going to DLP at 12 o'clock on Friday.
I work the next day. I can't do Friday.
Deer Lake Pub.
Can't do Friday.
No.
Deer Lake.
Yeah.
And where's Bad Maggie playing?
Strikers.
At Striker. See, yeah.
And they're in the chat too, so don't say anything stupid.
That's a good idea. I hate those guys.
Well, he's going to the
Those
strip
guys
club
with the
on
shits.
Saturday with his buddies.
Oh man, Saturday's getting better and better. And all
Yeah,
that.
we can do the interview at a strip club. I have no issues doing that.
All right, we'll figure something out, but it
What's-
probably
You're
won't
gonna
happen
have
this
to go home
weekend.
that
Yeah.
weekend.
Is he going to Buck Rubs by chance?
Oh, what's
I
the
hope not.
what's
Take him to
the,
Beavers.
God.
what's
Take him to
the
Beavers.
terrible one out by Lehigh?
Take him to Beavers.
Looks like Sandy Show Bar. It
Well,
looks
I've
like
been
a
at
dump.
Beavers. I've
That's
been
outside
to strip
Tamaqua.
club.
Yeah.
That's not really
All right,
a.
well, we're gonna
that's not
let-
strip
we're
club,
gonna let
that's
you go.
Apple's bar.
All right, I'll see you, bud.
I
Are
mean,
we gonna do are we gonna do like an outside gauntlet somewhere for banging beers? Oh my god, it's gonna be
All right,
unreal.
so where we at? Music.
You only said
Uh,
boy.
I have
Baron
two
Corbin.
32-ounce crowlers.
Aleister
at
Black
the
is
house.
easily my number one right
That's
now.
good
Like
music.
just to give a dude a song like that and it fits his character profile so well.
Who's that?
Aleister
That's,
Black.
the
Awesome.
beginning.
Also, like,
He was
It's a
there
great
last night.
workout song.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He reminds me of a goth Triple H. I like it though.
right.
so you got
Sorry about
you
that,
got
bud.
Corbin,
Man.
Black.
I'm feeling another metal one.
And then
I guess.
Mandy Rose.
End ever
right?
after Jeff Hardy's No More Words theme.
Okay. I am not gonna say HBK Sexy Boy because that's just too easy for me.
You're such a liar. We
You're
already
gonna
know
say
that's on your
Harlem
list.
Oh, nonsense.
I'm not gonna say it. That's my.
It's like your Hall of Fame.
that doesn't count to
That's
me.
your Hall of Fame
doesn't
one, so
count.
it just gets
So I
retired.
will say
Quick.
my. I'm sorry, but when you hear "Do You Smell What the Rock," you get goosebumps.
The newest one.
Any as soon as you hear him, just the Rock's theme song.
It's electrifying.
Yes, you get goosebumps.
Hard snare drum.
Yeah.
Just, like I agree with you on that.
The Rock is my probably number one. When you hear the Rock's music hits, you're like, it's going down.
When he had the helicopter again, that was the worst Rock.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
It was remixed.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody thought it was the Miz at first, then it was the Rock.
It was awful.
My number two, and I'm not even that big of a fan of him.
205.
I like Honky Tonk Man's music's awesome, but Honky
We
Tonk
even
Man
heckle
is
our
great.
own here.
Double J.
No, Edge.
On
Which
this
one?
day?
Yeah,
Or
the one where I have no, not that one.
Not My Durango.
that one that's the Rob Zombie
The
one?
Rob Zombie
Or-
one.
Yes. All right. I
Yeah.
can
Never gonna stop.
Never gonna stop me. Never gonna stop.
I mean, you can't really knock Alter Bridge for a second and third team either.
Yeah,
Alter Bridge's theme was good
Edge
as
had
well.
good music. And then my number three is when you hear the
think you know me.
when you hear the do you
Taz.
tell us what to wear.
Oh.
You think you could tell us what you think that you're better? Well, you better get ready to bow to the masters. Break it down, because it was kind of like
degeneration.
it was like fake Rage Against the
Yeah,
Machine.
well, a lot of people thought it wasn't. I was like, no, it's just some random. band.
Shout out to Bad Maggie. That has to happen. I want to hear the
it's hard to play.
yeah. Yes. I will.
Now, if he could sing the lyrics to it and just do the whole song, I'd be clearly impressed.
People
Yeah.
are like, what is this?
You know, you mentioned Edge has had really good themes, but his partner Christian has had amazing themes.
Yeah.
Christian's only had one good one with the new one.
Is there any on?
No, see, like when
That one was kind of crazy.
that one was awesome. But his like current theme when it was sung by the female vocalist,
Yeah.
I loved that version.
Is there any honorable mentions out there that you that would have to?
Oh, there's tons of good music.
Yeah. I mean,
I could probably sit here and list a bunch.
Yeah,
anything Jim
Johnson.
Johnson's produced.
Undertaker. I mean, a lot of the NXT. things.
Shinsuke's first theme.
Yeah, we
I
mentioned
said
that.
that was one of my top
Ricochet's
three.
music's really good.
Cool.
Ricochet.
I like Ember Moons.
Yeah.
Hers is good. Oscar's is good. Finn's.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God.
Bobby
No
Rose.
chance.
That's
like
that's a great one.
I don't
love
care who you
Vince
are.
or
Every time you hear
Driving,
Vince
just like-
McMahon's music hit, everybody's singing it.
Yeah.
Demolition had some of the best music ever.
Yeah.
A lot of the 80s things. Boss
D-Lo.
Man,
I like
Million Dollar
D-Lo's
Man.
theme.
Rikishi's always got me in my seat.
I can't even.
The Too Cool theme you mean?
Yeah. That
Jake
one.
Roberts. He had awesome music.
Yeah. How about Macho Man's graduation theme?
It works
Oh,
for
Circumstance.
Yeah.
For such a guy. Oh my God, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Like, stop
they're
that.
all
Different keys.
So when he came out, for how high energy he was, it was such a weird choice.
It
but
is,
it
yeah.
worked. Yeah, it was so like if
I
you would have
don't
put
care for
Macho
that.
Man with Ultimate Warrior's theme,
Yeah.
like that makes more sense. But he came out with such a weird, slow song. I like Charlotte Flair's new song.
I mean, when he
For
does
the
the
remix
slow
for
turn in the
Flair,
ring,
yeah.
it makes sense. But when he gets in there and goes all crazy to
Yeah.
a slow song,
I liked Rick Rude's WCW theme. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you: if you had your choice to come out to one of two theme songs, would you pick the NWO or the Wolfpack?
NWO by far.
And
NWO.
I really like the Wolfpack, honestly. It was funky.
See, that's two for NWO,
Because
two
you
for
both
Wolfpack.
wind up in a body.
Yeah.
I'm NWO.
I was a WCW guy. I liked WCW.
Wolfpack
What
is
was-
back causing mass
DDP
destruction.
had
We're just trying to
Mortis
we're just
had
trying to
awesome
we're just
music.
trying to fill time at this point, and I feel bad because
Harlem
Austin
Heat?
was so late.
Oh,
We didn't
who
talk about
was it?
Bruce Pritchard coming back.
Anyone have
Yeah,
a?
he can-
Does anyone have a topic in the chat they want us to talk about? Any topic you want us to cover?
So what have you covered so far?
We just covered Raw and SmackDown for the past couple weeks.
Okay.
We gotta get in the fast lane.
but we have time. We're
Did
only
you talk about the NXT title and Ciampa being hurt?
No, we didn't.
No,
No.
we
Because that's
actually
a big
got
one.
we actually
Yeah,
skipped that.
Let's cover that.
All right, so Ciampa's going to be out.
While we cover that,
Roughly a
give us
year.
a topic in the chat.
Yeah, Ciampa's going to be out roughly a year. Where do you think they're going with
And
the
he's
main
he's
title?
done right now. Like he's not gonna wrestle anymore, right?
No, not a
yeah.
chance.
And the next surgery he'll be out for at least a year.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 months at the best.
So
That's still-
I think there's a couple safe bets they could go. They could go with Gargano.
You pull Ricochet back.
I don't think
I don't think that's happening because he's already established. Him and Alistair have already established themselves. But like, I think Adam
going to
Cole would make sense.
yeah.
Because like he called it out at the beginning of 2019 that
One of the
Undisputed
belts.
Era is going to have all the gold. However,
you got to put the dream in there somewhere.
See, that's what I was going to say. The only other thing I'd like to see is either Cole or Velveteen Dream hold both belts.
Yeah.
I think it would make more sense if Adam Cole did it. That way he has both world titles, or like the world title and the North American, and then Fish and O'Reilly or Roddy and O'Reilly win the tag team belts.
It's Fish and O'Reilly again. Roddy's
it's Red Dragon now, right?
Yeah.
Roddy's going back to the singles guy.
If all of them held the belts, and then like the next taping,
to
Adam
be
Cole
honest with
gives the
that,
North
I thought
American title
they
to
would have
Roddy.
got rid of Roddy like after Bobby Fish came back.
Really?
I thought they would have jumped him out and be like, "Thanks for everything, but you're done."
It works. Yeah, it works.
It works well
so
for them
good.
though.
I was just watching his match against Alistair again from 2 weeks ago. Well, actually now 3 weeks ago.
Right.
He's so good.
Roddy is one of the more underrated guys that don't really get the fair shake because
one of his
he's with Adam Cole and he's with Red Dragon. But if you really look back at it, Roddy's probably had some better matches throughout his career than those three put together.
I don't know about that.
That's tough.
Really?
Yeah, well, Roddy's been wrestling longer. He was in ROH 10 years ago.
Here's a theory.
Kind of really had a lot of good matches in New Japan.
Here's a theory, and it kind of works for me, and it also kind of plays into one of your theories that we didn't really talk about. So Kevin Owens has been hinting that he has no friends, and he has buried his friends, and he's burned his bridges, and he has no support. Kevin Owens is working his way up. He has nowhere to go with it. I don't want him to go with Sammy again because it's just too easy of a route to do.
Keep them separated.
Yeah, it makes Sammy seem always second fiddle in that situation.
So you're talking about NXT call-ups, and you're talking about they possibly want to break up a stable. How do you feel about Adam Cole and Kevin Owens coming back as a tag team again?
No, because Adam Cole needs to stay there and win the world title. I think Undisputed Era as a group is stronger. But it depends if it's going to have some.
So you bring Adam Cole up first to the main roster, leave Undisputed Era as a tag team in NXT.
No, they all have to go together.
Then pull them up, and now they're a stable.
I'd like them all at once.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
I mean, when the superstar shakeup happens, like I said,
it would be hard because you've already made Kevin Owens a face, and then put him with Undisputed Era.
I think he just leaves him by itself.
It's easy for Kevin Owens to just do that though.
Yeah.
Because if there's any guy who could easily be a face or a heel, exactly.
Yeah. But I think
that's the thing though, is like, are they really going to pull the NWO thing where they draft them as a collective group?
Didn't they do that with New Day?
They did.
Yeah.
And I could see like, say, triple threat at Mania's Kevin Owens, Kofi, and Bryan.
How about New Day is on the point of they're gonna maybe Kofi gets his title and then he drops it. And then they kind of need somewhere to go at New Day, but Kofi's on his way out and he's done everything. And then you kind of pass the torch for the triple tag team, have new Undisputed Era.
See, that's what I was gonna say.
Pass like they're the new triple tag team, and they.
Well, I mean, New Day still got. They're not like they're old or anything, so I don't.
Yeah,
I said they should all be singles though.
Yeah.
You got to remember, Woods is a lot older than what everybody thinks he is. Big E's probably in his 30s.
Yeah, but they have plenty of time. Yeah.
I think Woods would get lost in the shuffle as compared to Big E.
Because
Big E, like, he has the John Cena support.
I mean, even when Woods was in Impact, his Consequences Creed, like, he really got lost there as well. Because
shout out to Up Up Down Down. Great show. Great channel on YouTube. Check out Up Up Down Down.
He just gets lost in the shuffle somehow, and I don't understand it because he's a great worker. But his abilities there, it's just, even when he was in NXT, it was like building himself from Angel Grove, California.
Yeah.
Yelling it's morphin' time, jumping up and hitting the that like pop-up clothesline or whatever it is. Like his ability is next to none. He has some of the best athletic moves out there. How does a guy like him get lost in the shuffle every time?
When you have 500 guys in the roster, that's what happens.
Look at Bobby Roode. I think Bobby Roode is one of the more talented guys on Raw.
And he's lost in the shuffle.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
I'm waiting for James Storm.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Where's he been? He should leave and go to AEW.
What if Tyler Breeze goes back and replaces Ciampa?
And it's NXT.
It's Ciampa versus Tyler
Breeze
versus Gargano for the
Breeze
title.
gets his first title.
Yeah.
Breeze gets his first title.
That's a good
swerve.
Yeah.
The NXT crowd would love it.
Yeah, I think
they could have done that with
They were all on board when he showed up for that.
Yeah, remember he went back for like 2 months ago or whatever?
Yeah.
That was televised. His match with Ricochet.
They were all about it.
That's the move.
Yeah. Send a bunch of guys down.
You should write that down. That's a good one.
Or Apollo Crews goes back.
If you're listening, NXT.
Yeah, if you're watching.
Just one time.
Hunter, if you're watching, We got an
I
idea.
mean, H.
So chat.
Yeah,
What do we got? Chat.
Come on,
what do
H.
you guys want us to talk about? Give
Yeah.
us a topic while we.
I think
kill time.
Gargano won the NXT title, but him and or Adam Cole. That's my top two picks.
Let's cover. Let's
Awful
cover
Margaret.
the.
Let's talk about Awful Margaret for a minute.
Offer Margaret.
No, this isn't a local music podcast.
Yeah, that's
Is
a
it
different
strawberry
show.
one?
Taste the pie.
Oh,
Taste the pie.
did I-
Taste the book of flavor. I know it's
Taste the rainbow.
all right. So we got pre-show, if I find it.
Mysterio
That's very-
against
Mysterio
Twerk.
Andrade.
Andrade again
the
for the
pie.
20th time, which I'm not complaining.
I get strawberry, but very tart. I don't really get a pie. I get a very tart flavor.
Then we got the
But I'm not a
Revival
big beer.
versus Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Chad Gable, Body Rude for the Raw Tag Team
So
Championship.
three-way.
A three-way tag match.
I can go either way.
Yeah,
Do they put the titles on Ricochet? And I don't think
No.
so.
I don't
Too
think they
green.
could do it
They
until the
might.
Dusty tag thing.
Yeah.
happens.
I think Revival
Too
retains.
green right now.
I would
either
maybe.
that or Bobby Roode gets the titles back with Gable.
No, I think Bobby Roode's going to turn on him.
Yeah,
I think that's
I think that's the way to go
Why would he turn on him though? Because they're working well.
because he's still in the spotlight or something. It makes some
Yeah.
stupid storyline. I would
Um,
say Revival. keeps it.
Revival
Yeah, me
retains. Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch.
Becky.
It's so
Or
obvious.
no DQ or like a DQ finish or no contest.
or like
Yeah.
Ronda getting involved somehow.
Oh, Ronda's getting involved.
Oh yeah.
Rondo DQ Becky, so she gets in automatically.
Oh, okay. Maybe something like that.
Oh, actually, Andrade Ray, maybe Joe comes down during that match and chokes both of them out to set up like a multi-man match at Mania.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I think that and the Intercontinental will be
The Shield for the last time ever.
Yeah, it's ever.
Oh yeah.
That's a dead giveaway.
And The Rock means ever.
Yeah. Versus Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley.
You might as well call that a squash match.
The
It's-
Shield has to win.
it's Shield.
Poor Drew. I mean, give him
Asuka
that
versus
push.
Mandy Rose.
Asuka.
I say, because maybe
Is she
Mandy
hurt?
by DQ or something.
Is she hurt?
No, she's not
No.
hurt. They said
Asuka.
she's
I think
She's
Oscar's
good.
going to retain.
She'll be okay.
Mhm.
Boston Hug Connection versus Nia Jax Tamina.
the girl. They keep the tag belts.
Yep.
I
100%.
say maybe they drop them and then regain them at Mania.
See, the one problem with that they didn't defend them.
You're not gonna have.
Yeah, it's such a bad.
You're not
first
going to have a
round.
2-time champion within the first 2 months of the
Sasha
title.
Banks
Yeah.
has a hard time defending
Yeah, she
titles.
loses belts. So let her keep the belt for a little bit.
Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens. I
Daniel
love
Bryan.
Kevin Owens to death, but he's not
Yeah,
taking
he's
the
not
title.
bad.
No.
I think Kofi could get involved somehow there. Maybe
Yeah.
like an accidental hit on.
Either that or the
Kevin
New
Owens.
Day comes out and just says, you know what the hell with this? Kofi deserves this more than you do. And
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and just ruin the match.
Kofi gets his shot at Mania.
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. If Kofi
I
does
hope he
not
wins it.
get his shot at Mania and or win the title at Mania, I'd be shocked if there's not a riot come Monday
It's like the
night.
Daniel Bryan push
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah.
And then the Usos versus Shane and Miz.
The Usos have to win, and then Shane and Miz fight each other, so they have a match or something.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Which I don't care.
You guys come up with a
at all.
conversation.
At
I'll be right
all.
back.
Okay.
So where do the
Let's
Usos
go
then
to
go
that.
from there? Who do you think that they'll defend their titles against at Mania?
Oh, that just got a
Multi-man match. That's why. That's
Is that going to be the theme of
yeah?
Mania?
I think because
multi-man?
they try and get so many people on WrestleMania just to get them on.
Yeah,
There's just so many tag teams
Matt and
now.
Jeff.
Yeah.
that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Those
I'd
two
love
in
to
a
see-
ladder match.
That's probably
I'd love to see the repeat of the TLC match or something along those lines with 4 or 5 teams and just let them have at it.
Yeah.
Even if it's an elimination gauntlet style match, like
They might do. I think they're gonna might do a gauntlet because they're bringing gauntlet matches. Things to win WrestleMania.
But at Mania,
yeah,
yeah.
but it won't be an
Why not?
hour long. It'll be like 20 minutes. They're just banging through.
it'll just be quick little spots.
Yeah,
and
like
then
if it's the
quick
U.S.
pins.
title gauntlet match, you know.
Be quick tins, quick spots.
Yeah, or Intercontinental. Or
Get in,
or
get
tag.
out.
I could see like multi-men ladder match.
There's
And
gonna be
then-
definitely one.
And then I could see for the SmackDown titles, because obviously they've shown Ricochet and Black are going to be on both shows. Maybe go there, have them try to win those titles, and maybe Alistair turns heel on Ricochet.
Yeah, because they don't look like they should be a tag.
They
team.
kind of work, but
it's
it doesn't make
Yeah.
sense.
It's just a filler spot. That's all it really is
Well-
because this entire spot was written for DIY.
They just need views.
and,
Yeah,
and they
that's
have
why.
them tagging up in the Dusty Classic.
Yeah.
So
It's a little legitimate, but
Yeah.
still weird.
But just to have like because Ciampa got hurt. That's the only reason that Ricochet and Gargano or Ricochet and
they would have had
Black
a
are
spot
taking this.
somewhere. You know.
I think they'd both be doing singles runs right now. I don't think you'd even need them as a tag team, except you already wrote this entire storyline for those two. You have to fill it somehow.
Yeah. Well, they changed stuff so much that I think this storyline's written out for more than 2 months? No, absolutely not.
I think what do you think of the new backstage producers?
I like Bruce Pritchard.
Sanjay Dutt, Chris Parks.
Sanjay I never really cared for.
Shane Helms and Jeff Jarrett.
I think it's good as long as they're not yes men.
Yeah.
Because then it's just there's no point.
Yeah, they just come out. Yeah.
I feel like Bruce is there to like try to contrast whatever Vince wants to do, just to give just like devil's advocate,
then
just to
give
something else.
Chris Parks
Kinda
Abyss.
like a mouthpiece in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Like the audience mouthpiece almost.
They got Abyss backstage as creative consultant, Sanjay Dutt, Shane Helms, Jeff Jarrett.
Shane Helms.
J-E-F-F.
Wow.
And then I seen they wanted to bring Warrior's wife in. I'm like,
Which they did.
I saw that.
She's
too.
a representative for the women.
Yeah, just a consultant gives storyline ideas. I'm like, what does she know? She was married to the Warrior, and that's it.
It could be like.
I think it's more along the lines of a women's perspective. They want.
But that'd be like, okay, I'm married, and my wife runs a company, and they make refrigerators. Should I be a consultant on fridges because I'm married to her? Like, no.
Understandable.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, that's really stretching. I know they probably want to like help Dana out and stuff, but
I mean, I can understand she's hurting financially, and they're giving her a job to help her get out where she needs
just
to be.
give back.
Yeah.
I got a topic.
I think that's a little crazy.
Still trying to think about the music.
Jim Ross has said he's leaving WWE, which he's rumored to be the AEW commentator. Yep. So I believe that.
Is Jim Ross's commentary really starting to like sound annoying?
I didn't care for him too much in New Japan because I don't think he did his studies.
He left Josh Barnett do all the hard work.
And he did.
Why is Josh Barnett not the AEW commentator?
Yeah, but Barnett didn't take a boot to the face or to the ribs when Jay White suplexed whatever his name was.
That was the turnaround for Jay White's career.
Yeah.
Because that match was really good.
Yeah.
And that wasn't planned. We just talked about this. Then Josh Barnett was thoroughly pissed off.
He was, and it was kind of a little unprofessional. I don't think I would have did that. I mean, I would have been pissed, but
it was good. Like, I feel like in the back of his head, though, he was thinking this is a good business thing because they don't get people talking about it.
And it was good for everybody involved, really, except for Jim Ross getting hurt.
I know you two follow the New Japan scene a little more than I do, but what is the buzz right now around Jay White being the IWGP Heavyweight Champion?
A lot of people say he shouldn't have it yet, but I'm like, no. I mean, they were planning for Kenny, and
what else are you gonna do at this point?
Yeah, they could have had Tanahashi keep it, but just have Jay White keep it, and then
I think I had said
Okada wins the G1, and
that would work. Yeah, I think I had said before, like we were talking in the group chat, that like Tanahashi's only going to be a transitional champion. Yeah. Like it kind of made sense, like you said.
Do you think he would at least have one title defense?
I thought he would have at least one, and maybe drop it at the Garden, but no.
And then you have Juice Robinson, the IWGP United States champion.
So the New Japan Cup's coming up. We can talk about that. That's starts 7th or 8th.
Nick Miller's going to be in that.
Yeah. The from what was their name?
TM61, the Mighty.
Yeah, the one guy asked for his lease. Now he's in New Japan. He's in Chaos. He's in the New Japan Cup. Like he's already.
I think he was the smart one. I think Shane Thorne should have followed suit and just bailed out because
they both should have left.
TM61 was great when they came back as the Mighty. Flop.
Yeah, well, they were the Mighty Don't Kneel. That was the original.
Yeah.
But anyway, New Japan Cup, Juice Robinson, I think is going to go all the way to the brackets. He'll go and wrestle Okada and then lose to Okada. But he's going to have a good New Japan Cup. Also, Cole Cabana's in that.
Right.
And Michael Elgin. Somebody else is.
Where has Michael Elgin been?
Well,
I feel like I haven't seen him in months.
There was some scandal with something where he was insulting one of his trainees or something, saying about banging or something. So they kind of let him go. And he took a break from New Japan for a little bit, but now he's back. But he's doing good over there. I mean, I think I let that scandal go away.
In the middle of history. Turn it.
I think he'll win a match or two. A lot of the old guys are just there to lose. Like I like Kojima. Kojima's going to lose his first match. Tenzan's going to lose his first match. David Finley's hurt, so he's out now and replaced by Taguchi.
David Finley's also pulling double duty like Juice and them over in Ring of Honor, and Juice is challenging for the Ring of Honor title.
Yeah, he's in the Lifeblood group, which is I like the group.
I think it's a great group. Bandito, Mark Haskins, David Finley.
With him, Mark Haskins.
Bandito almost died by pyro. The one entrance they had, they didn't know they were having pyro.
Really?
And he's standing right over it. If he would have been like an inch further, it would have fried him.
But I think so. The winner of New Japan gets a shot at Madison Square Garden against Jay White. So that would be Okada. That's what I would think. So.
You really think they're going with Okada?
Ibushi, yeah.
I'd prefer to see Kota Ibushi because I think those two are more compatible as far as style.
But I don't see
Ibushi going over.
I don't see him winning the belt in that.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Fine.
I'm just looking for what would be the best possible match to headline a show like that.
Wrestle Kingdom, Jay White and Okada had a very good match. That's a pass wrestler.
Short.
Yeah.
I think people are more along the lines now with New Japan of they're tired of seeing the same 3 matches. I mean, Kenny, no offense to Kenny, but Kenny and Okada, it kind of got old.
No, it didn't. I disagree.
No, because their last matches
phenomenal.
Their best.
Phenomenal.
If you look back through the matches, if you look back through some of the matches, though, almost all the matches went spot for spot at some point. And then they tweaked something here, tweaked something there. It was like you could almost call the spots while you were watching it.
Not right. I disagree.
No, because they did the dragon suplex off the
that
top
was in the
rope
first
one, and then didn't do it again.
They did the Okada dropkick running powerbomb spot 3 times.
Well, his dropkick is
you got to do it.
Yeah, but Kenny hits the ropes, comes sprinting off, knowing he's throwing a dropkick, and just runs up and catches and powerbombs him.
I mean, but
3 times.
If you have a good thing, you're gonna do it. I mean, the Undertaker's gonna choke slam somebody every match. I mean,
he'll do old school.
Yeah,
to the top rope anymore.
I don't know. I thought their series was great, and that's up there with Ric Flair and Dustin. Dragon.
Steamboat.
Yeah. I mean, that's some of the greatest matches. And the G1 last year had so many awesome matches.
The G1 feels like it takes forever, though.
It does. It's
just with the point system and how many.
You have to wrestle everybody, so it's like 98 matches or something like that.
Yeah,
that's insane.
What it honestly, when you kick back and watch it for how much they condense the matches for you to watch, it honestly feels like you're watching like 10 hours of content.
It's on Access. Yeah.
Right.
I watch from New Japan World, so it's
a little easier for you.
So the last 2 things I want to cover real quick. So the second to last one, Hall of Fame. We got DX going in with Triple H, Badass Billy Gunn,
all of them
Road Dogg Jesse James, X-Pac, Triple H, and Chyna.
No Rick Rude.
No Rick Rude.
Chyna. I agree. She should probably get on.
And Tori Wilson was also a member of DX. She's also going in as herself.
Well, but here's the thing about Tori Wilson.
Yeah.
Name one match that she ever wrestled that you remember.
Agreed.
Her and Stacy Keibler.
Name one thing that she.
I think the pillow fight.
Other than Al Wilson dying and then Dawn Marie trying to bang her, she never really did anything. Yeah, she was hot,
but it got that time period got views.
Should she be in the Hall of Fame for that? No. But then you say the Hall of Fame was a joke anyway. So
she wasn't a great wrestler, but she wasn't. She was okay.
I don't give her okay. I would say she's Kelly level.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah, that's harsh.
Practically the same gimmick.
Yeah.
No, Dawn Marie and Kelly would be the same gimmick.
Dawn Marie was slightly better wrestler.
Then we got the Honky Tonk Man.
Yeah, the Honky Tonk Man. I mean, he wasn't a great wrestler, but for the time, he's longest reigning Intercontinental
champion. The gimmick was popular.
Yeah.
Is he the greatest Intercontinental champion of all time?
No.
Chris Jericho.
No, but
I agree there.
But
who's number 2?
Miz is up there.
Maybe Edge, RVD.
The Miz. I mean, the Miz has 8 title reigns. The only one behind our.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy's had some good runs.
Yeah.
It's like steel cage match with Umaga.
HBK
Macho
had some pretty iconic
ladder. That's true.
Yeah, I mean the ladder
Mr.
match.
Perfect.
Mr. Perfect.
That long?
HBK Jericho.
Yeah.
That was the world title, but still, those two.
When he punched his wife.
Bret Hart was a good IC champion.
I can't believe guys like The Rock and Stone Cold have only ever held that belt one time.
But that was like when they would kind of just move right on.
Well, I'm not trying to throw shade at The Rock or Stone Cold, but that was the worker title.
Yeah.
They didn't need to work.
That's fair. Yeah. It's like when Roman held the U.S. title.
Which wasn't that bad.
Regardless of what you say, Shawn Michaels. Yeah. Shawn Michaels worked his way up the ladder. Stone Cold had a rocket strapped to his ass.
Yeah. He just got so
The Rock had a rocket strapped to his ass.
Yeah. But they both just got so over it, you couldn't help it.
Yeah.
It's like Becky right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta push them.
All right. In all retrospect, like even those titles that they would call the jobber titles, like the European title, stuff like that.
TV title.
The TV title. In all honesty, the way I look at it, it didn't matter what the title was called. They put the belt on you for a reason, even if it is a smaller title. They gave you the belt for a reason.
Except when there's a ton of them and they're just kind of just pushing.
Right.
When WCW came over, they had all the belts and it was just like, hey,
okay, we could do without this one. We'll get rid of this one. But like, as far as like the European title and stuff like that, they gave you the belt for a reason. They knew you could use a little bit of a bump. They gave you it. And I thought it was a good morale boost to some of those guys who could really use it when they were in a bit of a rut.
It helps, but like when the title's kind of a dead belt, it's like.
See, that's why I don't think there should be another title. I know we had talked about that before.
I don't. I think there's too many.
Same.
What about for the women's division? Like a women's IC?
Well, as long as there's 2 women's titles, no.
I would say
if
like
they combine the
IC
roster
and then tag team. and then championship.
Yeah.
3 of them.
If they
That's
turn
all you
one of the
really
women's,
need
if they
there.
combine the
I
2
think
women's
so, at
titles, so there's
least.
only one world title, then they make a women's intercontinental, then that's okay.
Like if all of the women were on one or on one show,
Yeah.
I think it would be easier to do it. But since like both rosters are already so sparse,
Yeah.
and you see like the same like 4 on SmackDown.
It's the
You see
same
Carmella,
matches over and
Naomi,
over.
Mandy Rose.
Yeah.
But I think Dana Brooke would be like a good mid-card title holder.
She's got to get over on air first.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs a character.
Yeah.
I mean, the statistician was
Hall of Fame wise, are we missing anybody?
Not yet.
No, it's only Honky Tonk, Tori Wilson, and
Is King Kong Bundy in the Hall of
DX.
Fame?
Yeah, he went in the year.
That's right. Okay.
Who I would like to see, even though it might be a kick in the face now, Vader.
Yeah, they were
I know.
going to put him in, and then they should have when he was still alive.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
good.
agree with that.
Yeah.
That's why I said it might be a kick in the
He
face now.
deserves it.
There was
but
rumors for a long time of the Heart Foundation.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, Jimmy Hart.
That's
and,
still out there. It
yeah.
was Jim Neidhart, Bret Hart.
We
and
talked
Jimmy
about on the
Yeah.
way there how that there's a tag team that has not been in the Hall of Fame yet that should be.
Demolition.
Midnight Express.
Midnight
Midnight
Express.
Express.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
trust me,
with Jim
I hear
Cornette,
this
see
every
that.
year around this time from my dad, and I totally agree. Without them, there's no other like
Rock and Roll
tag teams at that
Express is
time.
in, but not
Yeah.
the Midnight Express.
And then the Rockers are right up there, and they followed right off the coattails of them.
Yeah,
I don't think I put the Rockers. In
I-
this,
I-
No. I'm just saying they followed right off the coattails
Yeah.
of them.
but yeah,
yeah.
Love the Rockers. Like I said, I'm a Shawn Michaels fan.
Um,
They're not a Hall of Fame.
yeah,
tag
they were
team.
short-lived. They never officially won the tag belts. They did when it was like off.
Yeah.
Off the
but if
air
we're
or
talking Hall of Fame and the Hart Foundation, why is Owen Hart not in?
because his wife won't let him.
Yeah.
I would just say fuck her and put him
Yeah,
in. but
yeah, that's
just
why.
me.
Yeah, that's what I would do too.
I mean, no, the WWE's still cutting you a check every year for the rest of your life for
Yeah.
what happened.
I
I
think
mean,
when she died,
it's only right. Like, I know the kids want to see him in and she doesn't,
I'd say
but
fuck
at the
her.
same
I'd
time,
say fuck it.
put-
Put him in. What are they gonna do?
put him in.
Don't-
He deserves it.
You're not
Yeah.
gonna show up? Oh
Yeah.
well, we'll
Are
have
you gonna
someone.
sue a company that's giving you all this money because you put your husband?
Yeah.
I'm sure you
that's
could
so
get
stupid.
anyone. Well, you could probably get Brett out there to
It's
induct
Eddie.
his
It's
brother.
Eddie in the
Yeah, I
Hall
was
of Fame.
Eddie's
No.
in. Eddie's in.
Is he? No,
Eh?
No.
I thought he was.
no.
You sure? Look
Yes.
that up. I think Eddie's in.
Who?
Eddie is
I don't know.
not
I
in.
think he's in. Like after he died, right?
No, Edge is the only one that's ever retired right away and been the first ballot Hall of Fame right after.
Yeah, but Eddie was after he
Eddie
died.
was not in yet. Trust me,
I don't know. I thought he was.
because everybody's been
Play
calling for it.
Pokemon.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably.
I don't believe so. Yeah, he is not.
Wow.
There's actually like a page called "Not in the Hall of Fame," and Eddie
Wow.
Guerrero is like
Wow.
one of the top. that
How
comes
could he
up.
not be in?
Eddie
Because he
Guerrero,
died in,
Eddie Guerrero, Vader,
2004.
Eddie Guerrero, Vader, and
Yeah.
Heart Foundation. I think would be 3 last good candidates.
Benoit.
I don't want that.
That'll never happen.
I don't want Benoit. Yeah, they'll never ever put Benoit, and they shouldn't.
No.
Just
They
because
have to at least-
it causes too much commotion.
Well, if they're gonna go off the whole thing with like, oh, adding a celebrity into the Hall
No,
of
they have to
Fame,
do that. Yeah,
Like,
Oh, yeah, that's a good.
Like, I think they should kind of like
Shaq.
skip this one. Like,
they always pick
Is
someone
Lawrence
that's like
Taylor in it?
nothing. No, but I can see
Yeah.
him going.
Is
Is he
Pete
Lawrence
Rose
still-
Taylor is in the Hall of Fame.
Is
Pete
he?
Rose,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah, I was
Is
about
he
to say
still
we gotta
alive?
get him in both Hall of Fames.
Yeah.
Eventually we'll get
Pete Rose is in. Bono you could put in.
Oh, God.
I mean,
I would
Brandon's
say-
only had one match.
Lawrence Taylor, Mike Tyson.
Lawrence Taylor's in.
Mike Tyson would
Is
be a
he?
good
Yes.
one.
Yeah, Mike Tyson. Yeah.
I
He's
would
in
say- I
under
would see
celebrity
Mike
wing.
Tyson in that.
Is
He
it?
was one of the first celebrities inducted.
Isn't Arnold in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Arnold was inducted the year where Triple H did the Terminator.
What
entrance.
about?
Okay.
What
Oh, that
about?
was wild. Yeah, I like that opening.
It would kind of be like a hey, but they wouldn't do it because it would give AEW a
Chris Jericho.
no.
AEW.
That'd be amazing. Chris Jericho is a first ballot Hall
Yeah.
of Famer. But Stephen Amell,
No, because
no.
he's still like
No.
active.
I can
with
see
them.
like
He
Macaulay
only had like that.
because like he's a huge WWE guy, but like
David Arquette.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
If you're going David Arquette, you might as well induct Jimmy King.
Yeah,
Who's Jimmy King?
the guy from the Ready
Ready to Rumble. The main character from Ready to Rumble.
What was that? Who was the guy? Jeremy Piven. Remember he was the guest host on I did across the
Yeah.
Super Slam.
Yeah.
Is Pam
Yeah,
Anderson
Super
in it?
Slam. No, but I can
No.
see they're putting her or like Jane McCarthy in or something.
Pam Anderson was Shawn Michaels. He won her at a pay-per-view.
Cindy Lauper in.
Yeah.
Honestly,
No,
if
she is. A lot
I
of
had to
people
say
call
they're
for
going to
her.
induct,
She should be.
if they're going to induct any anybody in the celebrity wing, it's probably going to end up being like Maria Menounos.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I can see
too.
that.
So the last thing I want to cover here before we wrap up, I have a story to tell about a recent about a recent
King Kong
passing.
Bundy.
King Kong
Andre
Bundy
Giant.
passing. Yeah, I just thought Giant, but King Kong Bundy.
Are you like Enzo? You're mixing up.
Yeah.
George
Should
Animal
steal
Steel.
with.
when
He's an idiot.
King Kong Bundy chewed the turnbuckle. Now, so we were at a show in Monte City, and this is when the wrestlers came to all the local high schools. King Kong Bundy performed in Monty City. It was a really, really cool time. We had a blast. After the show, they all went to the West End Fire Company, which is right across the street.
Right across the street,
Yep.
literally.
And my dad, being a firefighter, went in and he walked into the bar and he's like, hey, my son's a really big wrestling fan. Is there any of you guys who can just come out and say hi to my kid? They're all four beers deep already.
Yeah.
They all turn around and were like, tell your kid to eat a dick. You know what I mean? Like, King Kong Bundy goes, where's your kid at? And my dad says, in the engine room. King Kong Bundy came out, and he hung out with me. And now at the time, my parents lived like a half a block away from the firehouse. So I was like, oh my God, all my cousins were there, like Jimmy, my cousin Megan, they were all there, but they weren't there at the time. And I was like, yo, this would be really cool if they were here too. And my dad's like, yeah, he goes, we'll make a phone call. Can you just call up and tell him to come down here?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. So my dad went up, and I don't know if they answered the phone or he went up and got them, because he only lived like literally not even 16 steps away, because he went up the alley and my house is right there.
Okay. Right by that bar.
So the entire time where my dad was going to get my cousins, I would like wrestling out King Kong Bundy in the engine room of the West End Fire Company, like playing around with him, wrestling. Super, super nice dude. Like I was kind of babysat for a little bit by King Kong Bundy.
That's awesome.
Very, very nice guy. Then my cousins came down, and there was a lot of us. So at the time there was, I don't know if all of them were there, but there was a lot of us. So I was on his shoulders. He had two of my cousins hanging off each arm, probably I think two on each arm, and then one on his leg. And we got like a family photo. I don't know where the photo is, because we did have a house fire. We had a house fire, so we did lose a lot. But there was a picture of like all my cousins and King Kong Bundy. We're all hanging on him. But hands down, one of the nicest guys I've ever met.
August 12th, 2002. I remember meeting him up at the North Schuylkill High School. He did a show up there. It was him, Teddy Atlas, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and the Road Warriors. And I remember this so distinctly because I had the poster, and they tell you to walk around, get it signed, this, that, and the other. Teddy Atlas no-showed. Tony Atlas, sorry. Tony Atlas no-showed. The Road Warriors showed up, but they were charging everybody for an autograph, which I didn't have cash.
Back in those days too, when the wrestlers came to our high schools, we had names like King Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Papa Shango, King Kong Bundy.
Jerry Lawler did that one show up there.
I met Jerry Lawler at one of those shows as well.
I think you had Captain Lou Albano then.
Captain Lou Albano. Doink the Clown was there. Like some pretty decent names, and I don't remember ever.
There was
Tito Santana, Terry Funk, Bam Bam Bigelow. I don't remember ever being charged a dime to get on.
Really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But this was like a full-blown show. Like they were getting paid to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I walked up to Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I put the thing down in front of him. I was like, sure, kid. Didn't even ask. He just right on it. I walked down to King Kong Bundy, and he saw me, gave me like a pat on the head, signed it. Enjoy the show, kid.
A lot of the guys for kids was just
yeah.
I mean, back then they just signed anyway because they didn't know you could make money off it. Like now you go to a convention, $60.
I mean,
who's the barber?
Brutus Beefcake.
The Beefcake Barber. Yeah.
Beefcake Barber.
Oh my God,
way,
he was on a show too.
Pierced now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. It's really weird.
That's weird, that's right.
But yeah, so
was it Valentine? They had a meme for him. I'll be your beefcake if you be my Valentine.
Yeah. So huge shout out to King Kong Bundy.
I wrestled at that.
Amazing guy.
Yeah.
Several shows at that firehouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very, very good dude. Stand-up guy.
I never met him.
How do you feel if wrestling came back to Goodfellas?
It'd be okay, but the only problem is the setup. Because I wrestled there one time. They had the ring real close to the stage, and no one could sit there. And there's like one row here and like two rows here and the rest here. But I was like, maybe they put the ring as a diamond. Like
it may work.
Yeah, they'd have
to. What you're talking about.
They'd have to really kind of think like
it's too small. It is what it is.
Kind of small,
It's like having that match at Humane.
It was nice, but it's
just put
small.
It out there. But yeah, that's how I want to end it. I want to end on King Kong. Anyone have any other stories? The guy was on Married with Children.
Yeah, he was. Well, I think he was their cousin.
It was like some relation. Yeah.
Just an all-around good dude, and sucks we lost him.
What do we got in the chat here to end the night?
Nothing. Everyone petered out on
you.
us. They're memorized by your amazing voices, I guess. we're gonna wrap up here. Come join us live on Facebook in
about 10 minutes.
And we're gonna do a things that weren't cool in high school box opening video. That's gonna be
Video Game Monthly.
Video Game Monthly.
Yeah.
All right.
But ending on this note, rest in peace, King Kong Bundy to King Kong. I'd like to give it 2 sweet.
Can we do a 5?
Yeah, you gotta give it
5.
Five.
See you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back. This show is actually happening more often. So we will be back next Thursday. So it's going to be bi-weekly. So Wednesday, Thursday, Wednesday. So next Thursday, we'll see you guys there. Enjoy. We'll see you guys.
I got in.
We'll see you guys soon.
Nice of you to join us,